Hello, hello, hello. Might better be good this time. Goodness. My mic is so buoyant. Whatever. I'm gonna show you. My mic so trash. Let's see. How do I fix my mic? As you can see, I got all of them. I respect, balance, reflections, and self-love. Which honestly didn't take that long to get. But let's do this. Respect. Begin. It has been several weeks since the club has officially started. With their initial setbacks, the three club members so far, Monica, Sari, and Yuri, have increased their collective bond within the club. Sari has partaken in some of Yuri's high fantasy literature, and all three of them, led by Sari, have taken an interest in poetry. One day, like any other, the three find themselves suddenly interrupted by the club room door open. Natsuki, problem. Yeah, it's Natsuki. And walks a girl none of them has seen before. Sari tugs decidedly as at Monica's sleeve, which still seamless and raised her eye. And her look. I'm here for the wheelchair. Yeah, yeah, it's great. Thanks for stopping by. It's kind of a small club still, so it's really excited to see you again. Yeah, come and sit down, sit, sit next to my desk. Sorry, Princess, to your desk. And presses palms and oh, and Yuri can make Yuri looks up, looks up, looks up, silence, silently clenched between everyone and sits down next to Charles. Monica falls beside nearby. Sorry, got the new commentary stand up behind that standing in the corner and make sounds so bad after all. Okay, well, introduce you. Yeah, I'm Monica. I'm the one who started the club party. I was originally in the deep end club, but I really wanted to do something I felt more passionate about. If that makes sense. So we started Literature Club as a way for people to express themselves through writing, through reading, or whatever kind of is. I figured it was your club. You have that vibe. I have that vibe. I have that vibe. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to judge you by this mad right now. Very adult, I always judge you because it's okay. Oh, no, you don't, so she goes, Yuri's nickname was Hairs Across Your Not Speaking. Sorry. That's how everyone about everyone in the club. Oh, and I also yeah, here we go. I'm gonna do it. Sound of Yuri's electric was standing up for a second. Oh, that's Yuri. Sorry, her voice. She's kinda shy, but she's really nice and sweet. She can speak fantasy voices. And her look. I guess that recently I'm not speed I like listening to music and hanging out downtown, so my favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry. Ooh, let's get ice cream. My favorite flavor is probably mojito or toast. Let's get to this. And Monica's probably vanilla. Hey, I take too many online quizzes, and ice cream ones always catch me. just like hang out or do you actually close? Well, we do close. It just hasn't been very structured since we only have like 3 minutes. So it's just our time doing super late after all I've been doing all this. Every time we this, I try to she sits down on the incubator. After all the deep and immersive reading I've been doing, I wouldn't mind doing something a little more simple. I'm good with simple. Just don't understand that. Do it. I didn't mean simple like that. Well, anyway, the manga side is something you ever come away from like that. Well, not really. Are you serious? I'm not gonna join the anime. So, weird stuff. I'm gonna sleep. I guess you can see the literal definition of it. Get it? I mean, whatever color activities you want. Not author anyway. Quote. It's just like keep my manga here and hang out after school. I'll do literally whatever you want. It's fine. Yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. Oh my god, thank you. The best. I've been more just like playing it to my life. So I'm gonna start getting it. Let's stand here. Need some help? Nah, I got it. I don't want you to see my lock. You say so, but there's no way it's worth the money. I'll never find out. Unless you exit the club, keep everyone save for the sound of being super. Check the person. Maybe it's not that love. It seems like a love. Maybe, but I mean, she has no actual interest in moving. And that's normal. She says she participated in club activities. It's like, obligation. The keys don't get it. Yeah. Wait, that's not related. I think everyone deserves a chance. Especially if they're bringing it back. Besides, maybe you can like it allergy. I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you don't just want to be the wrong person. Hey, hey, you can cut it. It's alright. Just really obvious. Do you have any opinion here? Not particularly. She said she wasn't going to bother you with that. But does that mean I'll bother you? No, what's your deal? I was just searching for a compliment. I know. But still, I really think we should give her a chance. Yeah, but I really am going to start enforcing club activity. I'm willing to cooperate. it. At the next club, meeting Monica is the first to arrive. Ever since Natsuki joined, she feels a lot less relaxed. Why am I so nervous? Monica paces trying to figure out her Natsuki said she was going to bed. Is it feeling like about it? So why does it feel like the atmosphere has changed? Well, Monica thinks the club door opens. Revealing Natsuki standing in the hallways. Monica forces a smile and taps her feet to make sure they're really cold. Need help? No, I got it. Monica awkwardly tries to start some kind of conversation, but fails. Together, she continues in class on Natsuki and stays for the whole morning. When school was full, supplies and shelves are now vibrant with bright colors and at the top shelf, every people I know. I can't reach up there, that'd be so inconvenient. Yeah, but Monica sighs. The teacher's gonna ask what all long is limited, and I have to tell her this for years. So, Monica backs up and slumps into the bed. In this kind of tense shit, it feels like the relaxed atmosphere accumulated over the past few weeks is being sucked right out of the room. Good afternoon. Sally spins into a flow. Oh, I see someone's in a good mood. Yeah, I have this. Sorry, brandishes a quickly wrapped place. Found some money and got it. Ooh, that's so good. Sorry, trots over to the boss. Monica shows the cash drop. Which one do I sell? Start by giving me a higher profit. No way. I said all my look for $5. If you want entry into my company, I can give you cash. Ooh, Peter started unwrapped the cookies and licks up a piece of it. There is silent walks into the room. Monica glances at her reading hours. She really can't be cooking out of well, everyone's here. Despite the club only having one more person in the room, somehow feels twice as lively. Okay, so I think we should go over some potential club activities and see which ones we want to do first. We have 4 members now, so it'd be great if we had 3,000 stuff to do as a group. Does that sound good to everyone? I agree. Okay, so I have some ideas of my own, but I want to hear your ideas too. Well, I've been having a lot of fun learning about everyone else's interests. We're looking at each person a day to share their favorite motivation and their favorite notes. Well, maybe. Something tells me Mario glances at giving notes. Both appear very unwilling to consider their interests. Maybe we try to come up with something that everyone can share with people. Feel like we can all vote on the same thing or something like that. I think we should all come up and try to expand our interests rather than just sit and brainstorm together. Why does it feel like I'm talking? My speech said you will go along with whatever the club members do. But yeah, but that doesn't make it okay for you to know everyone else's preferences. I like sorry, she just, yeah, me too. Yeah, but Monica voice trails on. Although she let Natsuki join the club, Monica finds it incredibly difficult to relent to her demand. Natsuki doesn't respect the club. Why should Monica yield to Natsuki's opinion on it? Natsuki, well, sure. If you don't have any other interests, you can share with the club. Sure, I don't mind if you keep manga me, but I just Natsuki cuts off Monica by suddenly standing up. It's obvious that I'm not wanting it, so I was just going to leave. But I really would appreciate you being more upfront about it. Look, I think you're kind of jumping to conclusions here, but you're free to do whatever you want. Dot dot dot. Natsuki shoots Monica a quick glare before walking straight out of the room. Bro, what did she do? Dot dot dot. Oh no. As I rewind to after leaving trust Monica, second time today, Monica slumps down into it is, why am I such a jerk? No, she's a jerk. She's just making me feel this way. Monica looks up at your ex, saying affirmation. Never looks away. She probably just went around looking for the smallest clothes she can find so that she doesn't have to participate. How does she expect me to give her respect when she has no respect for the clothes? Am I wrong? I'm not good at this. Monica sucks. Me neither. I just have no idea what to do. I want to hurt anyone, but I feel like it's not wrong to enforce the clothes. You know, like people should join because they want to express your passion for literature, or at least develop it. So maybe she's not a good fit for the club after all. Monica sits in silence, afraid to accept it and take it to a conclusion. Debbie looks tense, but she doesn't seem to want to add anything. You can go back to reading. I know this doesn't concern you. It does. It does. Yeah. Well, I just can't comfortably read on an atmosphere where the peace has been disturbed. Oh, great. I'm just ruining the whole club. That's not an accurate conclusion to make. I know, so I'm just kind of voicing my frustration, I guess. It's like my frustration wants to blame her, but my guilt wants to blame me. Ugh. Why is it the hardest to be rational during the times you need it the most? I don't think you're being irrational. I think Natsuki is. She has no authority to walk in here and make demands of the club. Your club. Something as ridiculous as manga has no place here. The fact that you're even storing it first should make her completely indebted to you. But you're right. I don't know. Isn't it kind of harsh to say things like it's ridiculous and has no place here? You not feel the same way. But doing everything you can to avoid associating with the club. So some of you feel the same way about it. That's not true. Well, you're calling your confrontation to a Nazi realization starts to set in. You may be right. I mean, if it was anything besides manga, would I really be acting like this? Maybe I've just been convincing myself that it has nothing to do with the manga. I'm really upset that I would let myself do that. But this time, Monica walks over to the closet. She finds herself staring at the colorful shelves. This really wasn't that. I had a mind for the club about literature. There should be nothing. There should be anything. There shouldn't be anything wrong. Monica starts defending her position once again. It's a complicated issue that Monica had failed to consider before now. Where's the line even drawn at what's considered literature? Lost in thought, she reaches into one of the larger box sets and pulls out a log, inspecting it for no particular reason. The cover features four girls striking cute and exaggerated poses, all dressed in short skirts. Yeah, I mean, assumed by the absurdity of the cover, Monica opens the book. Oh, that's it. Pictures and music. Let's see. I have no clue. I have no clue. Is that it? Is it? Probably. That's it. Satsuri. Respect. Part 2. This sucks. Why is Monica such a jerk? She should be grateful that I even joined her stupid club. It's not like she can find any memories. Monica's usually really nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club being happy. Yeah, right. Well, she usually does. Maybe when she's not busy being so judgmental. So what if I'm into manga? Why can't she just accept me instead of being so consistent? Yeah. I'm so cute. I think it's cute. Well, come on, that's consenting. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I just wanted support, not to be seen. I know, thanks. vice president, or at least the people I know. I don't want you to be everyone just wants to be woke and to be happy. So I want to make that happen. I was wondering, what was the reason that you decided to move? Well, not because it's kind of dumb. I don't say that. There's no such things as a dumb reason. Everyone is welcome. You can't hear me? Wait, can you hear me? Yeah, I don't know why my mic does that. I wasn't one. You were to me. So, just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monica. I promise. Not just the size. I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any of this stuff. I'm into it. I'm making snotty comments about it. Not that I care about what anyone else thinks. Well, you know, the signs of the say that you can be yourself. So I decided it was at least worth a try. But I was a lie, apparently. Not to get the jet and fix the door for sure against the wall. Oh, and I like the writing too. Really? How come you didn't say that to Mom? Because she was being so judgmental that I didn't want to tell her something she wanted to be. She didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. And if she knew I was into writing, then she would be like everyone else and try to push me away from the game. Give her more mature thing. Two of them remained silent for a while. Sarah understood that it's out of the question for us to go into the public. Okay, at least. Natsuki has a reason he wanted to join the club, just like everyone else. As part of the club is required to do work. Deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what club is for. So, I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to do everything I can. I promise. It's lunchtime the next day. The cafeteria and hallways are bursting with students rushing to meet with their friends and make the most out of their limited break time. Where could she be? Among them is Monica, who always eats lunch in her classroom. She has some additional business today. Fearing Natsuki would avoid coming to the club, Monica decides to try to find him during lunch so that she can make amends. After searching for an extensive time, Monica finally spots her. Despite her short stature, Natsuki's bright hair helps her stand out from the crowd. Oh my gosh. Suddenly feeling awkward, Monica is afraid to get closer. Natsuki is with some friends whom Monica doesn't recognize, and they're all energetically chatting together. It would really be tactless just to interrupt. Who is this? Oh yeah, did you end up joining that literature club or what? Oh, of course I joined. Oh, or not. I told you she would join. Come on now. She only joined because you wouldn't start giving her crap about the anime. Which I never wanted to join that stupid club. For sure. Of course, I'm going to this man. Alright, true. You guys are finally graduating. Once the rich girl makes the finish, the first ones to letters ready for English. I blow off I'm gonna sign. That was like years ago. Like, out of it, I was joking. Besides, it's a good reminder mentioned you couldn't have done it without vods. That is a yeah, sure. The girl said that. She was place at the market sorry, off the market completely filled away. A distance or so. What the heck? That was horrible. I should have said to the defender. Why would I be so conflict avoided? How did I deserve to say anything? I'm hardly better than them after the way I treat her. But look, I'm so awful. I'm not doing anything right. After school ends, Monica distractedly makes her way to the room. She finds Jerry already inside, eyes on the book of Monica picks up a desk and slumps into it. Nothing she seems to be doing rather often lately. Here, I don't think I could be the club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't go exactly my way. Jerry looks up from her book. It's like the Lyrics Club is a place where you get to express yourself. Unless it's in the way that I don't like. I'm so mad at myself. I'm especially mad that I didn't have the self-reflection skills to realize what I was doing. So much for maturity. So I really should be complaining out loud like this. There's just like a lot on my mind. No. I'm enjoying this. Well, Yuri shrugs. It just makes me feel nauseous. Oh, okay, I guess I'll just continue. Yuri nods. Yeah. Well, Natsuki has kind of a little attitude. Made me feel like she wasn't talking, but making the club serious. I couldn't even figure out why she wanted to. I saw her friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch, and they were just so mean to me. Them to grow up and stuff like that, that the Lyrics Club would help her grow out of her moment. It just made me so mad, like, just let her enjoy it. It makes her happy. Why are you trying to take that away from me? And when I had that thought, it was when I came to the realization that I was kind of doing the same thing. It's just in a roundabout way. Sure, I've made her feel good about being passionate about something. But I just dismissed it. No, I was actually trying to avoid knowledge and get that all. I even did that with you. You're when you first showed the club. You did it. Yeah, I remember fantasy isn't really my thing. So I was just trying to dismiss it. And sorry jumped in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't because I just let Sorry handle it instead. Now I'm repeating the same mistake, except I really hurt someone's stomach. Monica shakes her. I'm so tired of being afraid of things that I'm not comfortable with. It's so stupid. I could just picture how much joy it would bring Nazi if I let her share her passion. I'm so angry at her friends for feeling that. I'm going to get them back. Get them back. Yeah. Look at the Batman, making sure this is allergic club and not see once. Not the one day one. Sorry burst from the door, making Monica near. With this rare stone face, Matt marches over to Monica. Snakes, and sits down next to her. I'm having an intervention. I can do that with someone else person. This is about not to be honest. Yeah, I know. I messed up. Super sorry. I was just talking to Yuri about it. Really. I was so dismissive of her passion that she felt threatened, probably just unwelcome. Literally the opposite of what Lyrics Club is supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her. Oh, yay, I did it. Thanks for the intervention. Sorry, I'm glad we're on the same page. Friendship once again. So how do you want to make it up to her? I have a plan. Sorry, do you know if Natsuki's coming to the club meeting today? scammers succeed, and a very the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on. It's so easy just to duck away from conflict and wait for it to blow over. Well, that's not enough. To truly respect someone's feelings after you hurt them is to face them and admit your wrongdoing. Not the wrongdoing, but mismanaging the flow. The wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings. Okay, do you think you can get her to come to the meeting tomorrow? I can do that. Okay, awesome. You don't have to worry about anything, but thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener. Visiting with the bear, your returns are way to hide small. Well, I guess for today it's going to be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm going to step out for a bit, is that okay? Yeah, I'm just going to read over here. Hey, is this one of Natsuki poems? How come it's out here? Sorry, picked up a manga that was first on the Oh, that's on Natsuki. Oh, that? Oh, Natsuki Club just looked it out by accident. Well, I thought she hasn't been coming to the club. Actually, Monica's been. Okay, you're right. I'm sure it's just someone else who was using this classroom. Okay. Dot dot dot. Monica smiles at the door, and with a wave she exits the club. I really should have left that up. Sarah catches on, she'll definitely tell Natsuki, and that would really get awkward. Now, I wonder if there's a keyboard I could borrow from the music room. Oh, she gonna play. Oh, what's piano? Oh no. Time for the next club meeting that's already arrived. Monica and you are the first to arrive. I'm so worried. You think Sari's going to be able to bring Natsuki? Yes. How do you know? Dot dot dot. Well, she's sorry. You know you're right. Time slowly passes. Monica sits and stands out to pace around and sits again. Yuri's eyes don't move from her book, and the door finally opens. Sari marches inside. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles inside, nervously looking around the room. We're here. Welcome back. Monica, club president, stands up, greets them with a smile. Sari picks up the desk and takes a seat. Natsuki sits closely next to her. Looking back and forth between the club members, Monica is struck with a nostalgic feeling. Shh. She would stand up at the front of the club room just like this, struggling to picture just who may eventually be sitting before her. Her imagination was never enough to predict just how unique and diverse each member would be. Each with their own struggles, her own reasons for seeking the vision, and Monica had admittedly so vaguely adverse, seeking trust, understanding, respect. What new lessons will the future hold for the leadership club? While she's getting ahead of herself, Monica takes a deep breath and returns to the present. Okay, everyone. The Leaders Club is starting. We have an activity planned for you. Monica turns around to her face chalkboard. She writes manga in big letters. Today we're going to learn from an expert about a unique form of literature, manga. Come on, isn't this kind of forced? I don't actually want to do this, so choose. Monica says straight. This is the hardest part. After making this far, it would be so easy just to smile and move on. But that's not enough this time. I'm sorry. It was wrong of me not to take you seriously when you were kind enough to show interest in my club. I thought about it and I realized how biased I was against manga. It caused me to disrespect, and I'm sorry. But I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us. So can I make it up to you? Well, thanks, but I know you're only doing this because Sari told you to. Wait, that's not true. Monica planned all this by herself. I didn't get a chance to talk to her. I was witness to that as well. This is the Literature Club. The Literature Club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. We all have our own interests and our differences. It's my vision to let us freely express them. It's my goal to respect everyone for them. So I just want to learn about the things that make you happy. I think that you deserve to share that joy as much as everyone else does. Is that okay? Natsuki looks away and hesitates. But I surely don't. The stuff I'm into. Manga smiles. She kneels in front of Natsuki's desk, looking her straight in the eye. If you like it, then it's not done. Oh, except for me. Sorry, you're not done either. What the heck? You guys are so weird. Fine, I'll show you some of my manga. Only because you admitted that it's literature after all. Natsuki stands up. Oh yeah, I didn't say this before, but I'm actually into writing too. I've got it for probaly. But I didn't want you to like me just for that. Well, really? I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki. Yeah, whatever. Today's not about that anyway, right? It's about manga, so I hope you're ready. A week has passed since Natsuki returned to the literature club. Since then, the club activities have been in full swing. Each club member has received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite kind of literature with each other. As another meeting draws to a close, Monica approaches Natsuki on the way in. Natsuki, are you in a hurry home or anything? Me? Not practically. Why? Well, there was just something I wanted to show you, if you had a few minutes. Sure, what is it? It's not in here. Can you follow me to the music room? The music room? Why? Well, you see... Oh, it's all the piano in the background. And I was just thinking that when the club was just me and Sarah, we talk about we envision the club to turn out. We cared a lot about it being a place where people could express themselves. And she said something strange to me. She said that I was trying to make the club that I needed for myself more than anything. I think it wasn't until you joined that I fully understood that. She really taught me a lot about myself. The things I was probably always too stubborn to admit. Come on, you can't mean that. I didn't even do it. I just wrote a bunch of manga and then I got fussy when I didn't have my way. It was just really stupid of me to make such a big deal out of it. I honestly needed it. If you didn't express that you were hurt, I would never have realized that I did something wrong. Besides, your feelings are valid. They deserve to be heard and respected. It's just really hard to feel that way sometimes. I really shouldn't care about what other people think in the first place. But when you're just criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can really get hard to brush it off. It makes me start to feel like I'm the problem. Like I'm not doing enough to please everyone else. I'm being too entitled if I just want people to like me without me having to hide a bunch of stuff about myself. I don't think I am. I just wish that sometimes people would try to appreciate me for who I actually am. As Monica listens, she recalls vividly how Natsuki friends were treated, how naturally they did so. How long has she been fighting against that, refusing to change for others? I could only wish I was strong as you are, Natsuki. You're so honest with yourself. I'm always trying to come off as perfect for other people. Anytime there's a hint of tension, I just crumble. But it's thanks to you that I really started thinking about the stuff. You really inspired me to start working on it. But like I said, I didn't even do anything. You're just being yourself, that's all you need to do. Also, there's something else. Monica takes a breath. But the thing is, I might have read a little bit of your manga. What, heck, why didn't you tell me? I'm sorry, I think I just felt kind of embarrassed to admit it after I gave you such a hard time about it. I can't believe you, of all people, were reading my manga behind my back. That's so funny. Yeah, well, I just flipped through one of them out of curiosity, but I ended up reading a whole bunch of it. But I mean, one of the characters was in a literature club. What are the chances, right? You were reading Parfait Groups. Well, you have good taste. Just one of them. I kind of just picked it out random. Well, you have good intuition. Then you have to tell me all your favorite poems. Well, I think it was some kind of weird fate because the character isn't just a literature club. She also plays piano. It's just weird because I always wanted to learn piano. She was like the perfect person that I always wished I was. If I just did what I wanted instead of always second guessing myself. Michael walks over to the piano and sits down. I always felt like I should only share the absolute best parts of myself. Parts I would express people and make them like me. After we joined the club, I really realized how self-destructive that mentally is. We share things because we want to express ourselves. Sharing experience allows us to share emotions. I just felt like I wanted to show you this because if it wasn't for you, I never would have started playing. Hey, I think the credit for that goes to the perfect girls, not me. No. Well, maybe it's true that perfect girls put the thought into my head, but it was still you who inspired me to keep practicing every day. Because you just make me feel like if I want to do something, I should just do it. I mean, I still haven't been practicing for very long. I'm really not any good at yet, like at all. But I wrote a song for the club, and I worked really, really hard. It doesn't have any words in it, but well, yeah. Oh, she's about to play it. W's. That's all. That was so good. It was? Yeah, are you kidding? You're like already a pro. Not even close. Does the song have a name? You said it was about the club, so yeah. It's called My Song, Your Note. Because everyone brings something so unique to the club. It's completely different from how I first imagined it, I think. I was like such a selfish perfectionist. It shouldn't be about me. It should be about everyone. And it's all of you who helped shape the club into what it is. I would never change it. Well, I think that's really thoughtful and kind of flattering. I kind of feel like I don't deserve this much validation. I wasn't exactly very patient either when I first joined the club. It makes me feel like I should probably apologize too. I think I was just really fed up with a lot of things and I got frustrated after not getting my way in the club. So, yeah. I really didn't mean to take it out on you. I was being really immature. Yeah. If you get my stubborn butt to apologize, I guess you're doing something right. It's fine. I'm past it too. I think we're already even. But it's really sweet that you were thinking about it. It takes a lot of maturity to reflect on that kind of thing. Well, I wonder who I got it from. Hmm? Oh, never. Well, anyways, we're even as long as you let me keep my manga in the clothing. You'd admit that it's a form of literature. You totally can't take that back now. You got me. The class is all yours. I'll tell you what, I'll bring in a little something for Chloe tomorrow. I want to do something nice in return. What kind of little something? Oh, you'll see. But I don't think you'll be disappointed. The next club meeting ends up being a particularly tasty one. Oh, mail? Issues caused by unprotected member. Sharing the memory between multiple viewers. What? Pictures. Finish stars for respect too. Finish stars for respect too. Wait, is that it? No, it's here. Yeah, that. I wonder what the next one's gonna be. Yeah, we all love Doki Doki. Wait, hold on. I'll be back. I'll be back. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Let's see. Our next one is Balance with Sari and Natsuki. Natsuki, Natsuki is meeting with the orientation of her manga. In the closet shows, Sari approaches from behind and pulls her into an embrace. What? Boy. Hi. Hi. Literature Club has been in full swing since Natsuki joined. Including her, the club is now a size of 4 members. Sari, Natsuki, Yuri, and Marco. Each club member has received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite contents of literature with each other. Natsuki was the first and shared her passion for manga, and Sari shared her love for poetry as well as how she goes about writing it herself. Marco, who has multiple literary interests, decided to focus for a day on short stories. And finally, Yuri managed to demonstrate her obsession with fantasy with a little help and encouragement from Sari. After the week was spent on their presentations, Monica decided to give the club members this next week to freely explore each other's literary interests. Sari, having spent most of her time in the club so far with Yuri's fantasy books, is rather excited to begin her journey into Natsuki's manga collection. I want to read with you today. Tell me which one I should pick. Well, that depends on the kind of stuff you like. I mean, there's like romance, drama, comedy, mystery. I like all those things. Sari reaches out and pulls a random book from the shelf and expects to go. Shouldn't this girl be running more close? You wouldn't like that one. And apparently Natsuki snatches the book from Sari's hand and replaces it on the shelf in a less conspicuous location. Okay, well, if you really have no preferences, let's start with something that's easy to get in. A lot of these don't start to get really good until like a few volumes in, and I wouldn't ask someone to make that kind of comment in unless they're already really into manga. A good handle, I did it with Yuri's book at least. Well, I'm more considerate than that. Although I'm kind of impressed by your attention span if you put that much effort into her books. I have the attention span of a donut. But I love my friends and I can do anything if it's for them. Well, okay, let's pick you something that even donuts can do. I didn't say I was a donut. I just said I had the attention span of. Were you just trying to call me sweet? You're so cute. No, how'd you even get to that conclusion? And don't call me that. A donut? Get cute. How come? I just don't like it. I don't need a reason. Natsuki hangs a book from the collection and closes the closet doors. If someone asks you to stop, then you just need to stop. People need to realize that. I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to hurt you. I'm not sorry. It wasn't you. Natsuki shakes her head while pulling a second chair over to her desk. I wasn't talking about something else. I was talking about something else. I didn't get angry all of a sudden. Natsuki averts her gaze and mumbles. You're like a nice person, so I wasn't talking about you. I still learned a valuable lesson. Sorry to speak softly as well, feeling shy after receiving an unexpected compliment. Well, anyway, here's the books, so just start it whenever you feel like. What's it about? Well, it's like a comedy and there's romance too, obvious. Sarah looks at the title. It's called Love is Another Word for Look. It's about a girl who keeps accidentally running to the same guys, and then you found out like, well, you should just read it. But you have to tell me what you think. If I already guess you're gonna ship yourself with. It would be so funny if I'm right. Ship, I don't get it. Never mind. Let's not worry about that yet. Just make sure you tell me what you think. Oh, okay. I'll start then. And maybe tomorrow we can do poetry too. Oh, yeah, I guess. Well, don't you want to finish this first? Yeah, but we could do both. Unless you don't like poetry, then I won't make you or anything. No, it's just, well, never mind. We can worry about it tomorrow. After the club meeting ends, and Natsuki and Yuri leave, Monica strikes up a conversation with Saori. I see you got Natsuki to share some of her manga with you. I really want to become a better friend with her. She's so enthusiastic and expressive. I could just listen to her talk. She's so... I'm not sure if she meant I can't say that to her, or if I just can't say it at all. Goodness, I cannot talk. Say what? Nothing. I'm a woman of respect. But Natsuki is a woman of cute. Oh, I said it. What's so bad about that? I don't know. But there's one thing I'm kind of worried about. Sometimes I'm afraid that Natsuki actually doesn't like me very much. Oh, that's ridiculous. How can we feel that? Well, I mean, just little signs like how she only says hi to me after I say hi to her first. It feels like she only gets excited to talk to me when it's about manga and other stuff she likes. She just seems dismissive a lot. She was like that when I brought up poetry. Yeah, but that doesn't mean she doesn't like it. She's probably just shy, Maybe. My stupid head is just making me worry for no reason. It's like to do that. It's okay, try not to worry so much. Everything will be great. But you can always talk to me about any concerns that you have. I'm here to help. You're the best. Sarah gives Monica a quick hug. Well, I'm going to keep trying because I love her and I want to get closer to her. Got this. After the next club meeting starts, Saori is the last one in as usual. Trotting into the room, she sees Natsuki sitting alone by the closet reading what must be manga. Without hesitation, Saori pulls up a chair and plops herself down right next to Natsuki. Hello there. Hi. What you're reading? Can I read it with you? Natsuki pulls the book away from Saori. You can't just start in the middle. There are spoilers. Besides, what about the one I gave you yesterday? Sorry, I was just curious. Well, anyway, I've been waiting forever for this volume to come out. It just came out yesterday, so... Oh, that's exciting. Well, I'll let you read it. I can sit next to you. No. Sure. Saori plops herself down next to Natsuki and pulls out a blank sheet of paper. Natsuki reads in silence, save for the periodic flutter of the page being released from beneath her phone. Saori sighed, only the light tapping noises of her pen meeting the paper could be heard. Time passes. Saori paper is filled with scribbles, and the margins lined with stick figures. Natsuki lets out a deep sigh and closes her book. Did you finish? No, but it's a good stopping point. Night is swimming. I need a break. Natsuki stretches her arms. Aren't you bored? No, I was right. Well, I saw all the stick figures and thought you were just bored. I just saw this when I'm thinking or waiting for inspiration. I made friends with them all. This one is sad because she thinks the night sky is pretty, but she can't look up at the stars in public without everyone thinking she's a weirdo. And this one has problems with his back, but the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with him. What the heck? You're the weirdo. Wanna read the poem I'm working on? Sure, I guess. Saori slides the paper over to Natsuki. As Natsuki reads through the poem, she furrows her eyebrows. She slides the paper back over to Saori. Don't you ever feel weird about sharing all your thoughts and feelings like that? I mean, the poems are really emotional. Is that bad? Well, no, I was just an observation. I think people can get closer to each other if they find ways of expressing their feelings. Well, Natsuki begins to protest, but she can't find a good way of putting her thoughts into words. Does that depend more on the kinds of friends you have? I don't know. To each their own, but I've never met anyone I feel comfortable sharing my poems with. Not that it's yours, it's just how I am, so you write poems? Dot dot dot. Never told me that. I just thought you wrote other stuff. Yeah, that too, but you should. I mean, would you ever want to share? Like I said, I don't do that. But we're gonna talk about this something else. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. It just makes me uncomfortable. I can't help it. Still, I'm super sorry. It's fine. Dot dot dot. Well, let's move on to something that makes us both happy. As you continue the book you gave me since I didn't get very far yet. Sure. Over the next few days, Sari begins each club meeting by approaching Natsuki with unwavering enthusiasm. It's Natsuki. Natsuki. Hi, Natsuki. At the end of one of the club meeting, Monica, who has become rather invested in Sari's friendship mission, starts an casual conversation with Natsuki while she packs up. Oh, my throat, bro. It's cool that she's been finding time to spend with Sari. She was pretty excited for the chance to read manga with. Yeah. I'm sure you've been enjoying the chance to share it too, right? Yeah, mostly. Natsuki glances over her shoulder but doesn't reply further. What's on your mind? Nothing. I don't talk about people behind their backs. Oh. Natsuki falls silent, but she just fidgets instead of getting back to what she was doing, as she wants to say more. Let's go ahead and share your feelings. That's different from talking about someone behind their back. I guess. I should hate when people talk about me behind my back, so I'm better than to do it to others. Monica shares a bright smile. You're really considerate. Thanks I guess, but it doesn't feel like it. But you can trust me. Natsuki stands in silence for a moment, still fishing. Feels something smoother sometimes. I'm not used to someone being like all over me right after we meet. I mean, it's fun to hang out with her, but I just have no control over the pace. I just can't meet someone and instantly become friends with them and like share everything about myself. That's not how it works. I just want to chill out sometimes. Oh, I didn't realize that was happening. It's fine. Why would you have? I know I just feel bad about it. I know, sorry. So I sure have realized. Monica navigates through her tinget of guilt, which has surfaced mainly due to her being the one previously encouraged Sari's behavior. Despite not knowing the situation, Monica can't help but feel a little responsible. Do you want me to talk to her about it? No, I wouldn't like to. Well, I could like divert her into another club activity for you or something. No way, that would be so underhanded of me. Sorry, I didn't mean that one. I didn't think that one through. Besides, just because I complain about it doesn't mean I'm asking for someone to solve my problems for me. True. I'm sorry. I guess that's just instability. Come on. I would want to try to solve problems even though I haven't been invited to. It's fine. I would talk to Sari about it, but I would make things really weird between us. I feel like it would make her just constantly be afraid that she's bothering me. I don't know how to keep things natural. Well, I think if you could do a good job expressing all your feelings, she would totally understand. Sarah really wants to be the best she can for other people. I think she would actually be happy that you want to improve your friendship with her. Maybe. Ugh, it just feels so dumb talking to someone about how to be friends with them. It's just weird and not cool. Monica shrugs. It's the literature club. And she mumbles through a stiff laugh. It's not the cool club. Hey. Sorry, that's just tickled me for some reason. Well, I know how you're kind of a tough spot, and that it's hard for you to really express yourself, but you really demonstrated to me that you're great at self-reflection and critical thinking, even if it doesn't feel like it to you. I think that's the most important part of being able to navigate through these things. So I believe that you'll find the right thing to do. Well, Natsuki instinctively starts to reject the compliments, but she can't find any excuse to do so. Thanks. Natsuki gathers her things, then she finishes her thought in a moment. And I'm still glad I joined the club, even though it's weird sometimes. Monica smiles when Natsuki turns her back and walks away before waiting for a reply. It was an unusual way for Natsuki to express her appreciation, but Monica knew what she meant. It made Monica feel like everything really was going to be okay. Oh, that's it. Oh, more music, I think. I don't know. I don't know what the music is. Alright, part two. Yeah, part two. It's lunchtime. Sarah, who usually buys her lunch, is making her way to the cafeteria like any other day. The clamor and bustle of the students is drowned by Sarah's impeccable skill at zoning out. However, her imagination is momentarily interrupted by the glimpse of a familiar pink-haired girl. Hey, that's Natsuki. I never run into the other club members around the school. Natsuki. Nari stands on her tiptoes and waits. Natsuki was busy walking and chatting with a friend, doesn't notice Sarah at first. Then she glances over in Sarah's direction. Sarah waves enthusiastic exclamation mark. Following her friends, Natsuki quickly ducks around the corner. Hey, she definitely saw me. Dot dot dot. Dude, dude. Monica is the first to arrive to the club meeting, then Natsuki. Sarah, having glanced through the window to see Natsuki already inside, is unable to work up enough courage to enter. Natsuki's been so distant with me. I was stupid to think she ever wanted to be friends. She only got excited because she got to share her manga. But aside from that, she doesn't even like me. I should just go home today. Sorry, but do you plan on going inside? No. Why? I'm soaking. Oh. Well, I'm sorry for bothering you. Excuse me. No, don't leave me. I'll stay here then. I don't want to go out. I'm afraid of bothering Natsuki. I saw her at lunch today, so I waved and called out to her when instead of saying hi, she just ran away from me. Really? Not bad. Hey. Sorry. I'm sorry, that was a joke. It just sounded like something stupid that I would do from anxiety. Well, I just don't like attention being drawn to myself. Oh, wait, hold on. Well, that makes sense based on the person you are. But Natsuki isn't shy like that at all. I thought we were friends. But it feels like every day she's just trying to distance herself more instead of get closer. It makes me feel like she was only spending time with me during the club because I was reading manga. But she does actually want to be friends with me. I feel like I'm missing a lot of context here. Was she in the middle of anything when you approached her? No, she was just walking with her friends. Yuri pauses for a moment. How do I put this? Sorry. You're very fond of your friends, right? You ever want them to be spending time with them? Of course. I don't think there's anything more important. And the best part of my day are always with my friends. Besides that, I really hate being alone, so you hate being alone? Sorry, no. We're very different people. I cherish my time alone. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So I think, well, if I was trying to have alone time, I was being threatened with an interruption, then it would just not make me very happy. Yeah, but that doesn't have to do with nothing. She was already with her friends, not trying to be a loner. No, I think it's similar. It's, well, we're all friends in the club. But we have our own lives outside of the club as well, if you think about it. Making new friends isn't some casual occurrence that happens on a daily basis. Friendship is an invitation to or I'm back. But the capacity at which each person is ready to do might be different. There are friends who just like to have fun together, and others talk every day and share every detail of their lives with each other. I think when establishing a friendship, it's important to consider the comfort level of the other person. I mean, we don't really know much about Natsuki's life outside of the club. It could be that she simply needs to make friends at her own pace rather than jump head first into a new comic. But that means I really was bothering her. I just really wanted to be good friends with her, so I treated her like I was actually hurting her. I don't know, I'm sorry. My insights really was only based on what I understand about my own needs. And Natsuki and I are completely different, so why was I so selfish? Even if all that is true, then it still means I hurt her. I think I messed up. Yuri, with you, I think I was really careful to understand her needs when I was becoming friends. But I wasn't careful at all with Natsuki because she already seemed really social. I just took control of everything instead of looking for the right balance. Now that I hurt her and she doesn't want to talk to me, how could I let myself do this? Well, I'm sorry. I think that, well, there's one time you told me something about the way I saw things in my head being different from reality. It's easy to automatically jump to the worst case scenario, but I think it's more like that Natsuki doesn't harbor any ill feelings towards you. So I think if we were to resist, we consider the situation and how it would cause someone to feel. I'm bad at this, I'm sorry. You're a lot better than me at things like comforting and reassuring people. Suddenly Sorry gives Yuri a gentle hug. You're the best, Yuri. I'm sorry for burdening you with this. I'm trying so hard. You're such a sweetheart. It's not a burden. I enjoy listening to others. And My friends deserve happiness. Sorry, me. So I think I'm gonna give Natsuki some space. She should do what she wants. And if she does still want to be friends, then I'll learn her needs and I'll match her boundaries. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's best. I wish I didn't feel so awful and guilty. It makes me feel desperate, like I need to make it up to her by trying to make her happy. But that's not what she needs. I just need to tell myself that. It hurts, but I guess it means I still need to grow. I really want to grow as a person. If it's to be better for my friends, I want that. It's very mature of you, sorry. I'm mature. Sorry hops up and down on her toes. So does that mean you'll be going home after all? Sorry, shakes friend. I need to be here to show that respect for the space. I'll just spend the club by myself today. Yuri nods and understands. You can go in first. Okay. You're blocking the door. Oh, sorry steps aside. By the way, before Yuri enters the club room, sorry interrupted. You said that you and Natsuki are completely different, but I don't really think that's true. I think you're actually very similar in a lot of ways. Yuri smiles and shakes her head. Sorry, that's absurd. You're very silly sometimes. Yuri turns and enters the club. After a moment, Sorry falls. The club room is quiet. When Sorry walks in, Natsuki glances in her direction. Sorry smiles and gives Natsuki a quick wave before sitting down across the room. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. Sorry decides it's best to consider the manga she was reading, so she pulls it out. However, it looks like Natsuki is reading today. She has a sheet of paper in front of her and is tapping her pen against her desk, staring at it. Ooh, are we writing today? Manga speaks in a quiet voice, unwilling to disturb the peace of the classroom. She kneels down at Natsuki's desk. Hey! Natsuki pulls the sheet closer and covers her with her arm. Sorry, I didn't mean to be. Whatever. I just want to see how everything was going. It's fine. Natsuki replies dismissed. She glances over at Sorry, who is focused on her manga. Manga follows Natsuki's gaze. I think she's mad at me. How come? I'm busy right now. Ask me later. Monica falls silent. Natsuki looks back down at her paper. She inches her hand away from the top. Morgan falling Monica's sheet. It says to Sorry. Understanding Monica's smile, she places her hand on Natsuki's shoulders and whispers softly. I'm proud of you. Natsuki looks away but makes no motion to remove Monica's hand. Monica gives Natsuki's shoulders a quick squeeze before standing back up and pulling away. The end of the club meeting passes. Yuri has already departed. So has Monica after checking on Sari and Natsuki to ensure they wouldn't stay too late. Sari was determined to finish her manga volume before heading out, since the end was approaching. However, with Natsuki also staying late for an unknown reason, a silent tension hangs in the air. After finishing the volume, Sari brings it up to the closet to put away. She slides it back onto the shelf while Natsuki watches. Then Natsuki gets up and pulls it back out in order to return it to its proper location. She's sorry. I don't know where it's supposed to go. It's fine. The two fall silent again, avoiding eye contact. They both look like they're about to say something, but neither can break the silence. A moment passes. Well, I'll be on my way. See you tomorrow. Sarah turns away to hide her pained expression, then walks away from the closet. If there's any proof Natsuki no longer wanted to be friends, this was it. Defeated, Sari carries herself out the classroom. Once in the hallway, Sari takes a deep breath and hits her palms against her cheeks to clear her head a little. Suddenly Natsuki's stammering voice calls from behind. Natsuki? Startled, Saori turns back around to face Natsuki. Natsuki fidgets and anxiously continues with a shaking voice. I have a lot of things to say. And me too. But you go first. Natsuki bites her lip and can't stay still. Well, first of all, she cuts herself short, struggling to continue. Trying to force the words out, she stamps her foot and hops up and down. I'm sorry for the thing I did at once. I'm sorry for just being kind of mean lately. It's really hard for me to lie. I mean, I'm not good with things that make me uncomfortable, especially when it comes to like feelings and stuff. So, face burning Nazi calms up again. Instead of continuing, she simply holds up a sheet of paper for Sorry to take. Oh, I took a sip of water. Or best place in the world. It's the title. I love my bedroom. It's full of bright colors and soft things. The sunlight shines in and makes everything sparkle. It's the best place in the world. It's all my treasures, all my books, my collection, my memories. All of my dreams were born in this room. It's the best place in the world. It has all my secrets, all my failures, all my fears, all my feelings. Sometimes I feel so fragile that the door will break at the slightest touch. But it's still the best place in the world. If someone knocks, I get scared. I brace my arms against the loose hinges. Please don't break, don't come in. I'm not ready. It's my best place in the world. The knocking won't stop. I block the door's furniture and peeks through the keyhole, and I panic. I'm trapped in the best place in the world. I'm not ready to share my favorite place. I need to clean my secrets and make my bed to hide. My nightmares. I need to touch them and put them away. See them again. I have so much to do and I'm scared. I'm not ready. But it's still my favorite place. I still want to share. However long it takes, if you wait patiently, I'll eventually open the door. I'll show you the best place in the world. It's a poem. But I thought, well, I set it up so that I could work things out with you. So just be happy about it. Please. Sorry smiles deeply from the bottom of her heart. I'm happier than I could express. I feel so awful, but I'm so happy that you would do this for me. Cannot speak. Goodness. I actually realized before this club meeting today that I made a mistake. I got so caught up in the chance to get close to you that I forgot to think about what you want. And that we probably have different ways we like to make friends. About like the friendship stuff. I mean, it's okay. I understand, so you don't have to force yourself to talk about it. The poem did a good job. Don't force yourself if you're not ready yet, okay? Natsuki knows. You don't have to feel like you did anything wrong. It was my fault and I'm sorry. I was mad at you today. Or anything. I wasn't mad at you or anything like that. I actually felt really guilty and wanted to give you space. I was thinking it's silly that I should approach you all the time. And that I should just let you approach me when you want to. Just whatever makes you comfortable. I'll respect that from now on. Friendships should always start with those things. With the right balance. Natsuki nods again. One thing about that. Well, I don't have to approach you all the time either. I just want it to be balanced, like you said. Sorry, nods. I understand. We'll make sure of that together then. W. O. Well, anyway, now that the two of them Now that the two of them have found common ground, Natsuki finds it easier to speak more freely again. I'm not gonna be like sharing my points all the time now or anything like, but I guess it could hurt. I guess it wouldn't hurt to do once in a while. Only the best ones. So I better like them because otherwise I might change my mind. I like anything you do, Natsuki. I was just saying. More importantly, I could tell you about my new boyfriend. Huh? Oh, from the mall. Well, I need to guess who it is. You definitely won't be able to guess. To walk down the hallways together. Oh my god, we have so much to talk. Darn, I should have told you to say the last two chapters so I could see your reaction to the big review. Oh, you want to enjoy it with me? That's so cute. Oh, shush. More pictures. Oh yeah, and then poem. Huh? Poem from Natsuki to describe about special events in the past. I do not remember. CD, that one. Is that it? Think. Gosh. I gotta use the bathroom. Hold on, I'll be back. I'll be back. Or I'm back. I'm back. Alright, the next story is Reflection with shoot, who was it Yuri and Monica? I'm pretty sure. Am I bothering you? Yeah, it's Yuri and Monica. Oh god. Excuse me. Nope. Okay, just checking. It's hard to tell since you always look so into it when you're reading. Makes me scared to interrupt. Well, it's within my expectation to interrupt when I read here. It's mainly when I'm by myself that I don't like. That makes sense. I guess if you're here in the first place, then you're more ready to socialize. Even if it makes a little bit of pride. It's not so bad to be social if I let others do the work. So it can be healthy to put myself in social environment every now and then. It's mostly difficult when I don't know anyone, or there are too many people, or everyone's being silly for me to keep up. Yuri glances across the room at Sari and nods. Sari has her head cocked back and her mouth open, trying to catch pieces of a cookie that Natsuki is lobbing in the air, but the pieces keep bouncing off her face and hitting the floor. Maybe I should say so. No need, they just ran out of cookie. What a waste. They've really became good friends, haven't they? I'm happy. Sari seems particularly good at making that happen. The two of them are both on the energetic side, so I suppose it works out well. Yeah, come to think of it, you and I had many chances to talk one-on-one, have we? Though that may be particularly my fault since I'm supposed to be the one engaged in clubbing. Not at all. I probably formed a habit of drawing minimal attention to myself. Responsibility is equally on me. At least display some openness to a man. Well, what about during the times like lunch? Do you meet up with friends? I just read. Oh, but I like it that way. It feels nice to be carried off again after a morning of class. Do you always read fantasy? No, not always. I suppose it's all I've read recently, but only because I'm in the middle of a series. There's still 2 more books after. After as long as books suit you well, since you spend so much time reading. Well, fantasy may be my favorite, but after that, I'm more or less discriminated to genres. I read anything with depth and maturity. Oh yeah? Even like romance? Well, a lot of books that have elements of romance in them. Well, come on, you know what I mean. Monica lowers her voice. It's a guilty pleasure of mine, so I won't tell anyone if you do too. Dot. Maybe. More when I was in middle school. I mean, I was really lonely and people were mean to me a lot. So it just kind of felt like, please don't make me think about the past. Sorry, I just got super curious. You know, we should totally pick out a romance novel to read. That would be so much fun. Absolutely not. Really? You know, it's just between us? Try as someone that has no shame like Nancy. Ouch. So sorry. I'm sure I didn't mean that. Well, I guess it was my fault for pressing you. I'm like that for things in my past too, you know? Things I feel embarrassed to read experience. There's nothing wrong with growing out of things. It happens to everyone. For instance, Natsuki's interest in manga reminds me quite a bit how intense I used to be about my own interests. It makes me think that she'll likely grow out of it too. Hey, were you talking about me? No, we were talking about how our interests have changed over years. When did you get into manga, Natsuki? Like a couple of years ago, I guess. I was already sort of into it before that, but I wasn't really going hard until then. Well, yeah, what was it that inspired you to get more into it? I don't know. I guess, let me think. Because after I discovered a series that I really liked, Yeah, I was just like really fed up with a lot of things. I got super into this one series that I really relate to. I guess I had an edgy phase where I just hated everyone around me and wanted to, and I wanted to be by myself. Hey, kind of like you, Monica. Sorry, it's completely wrong. So it's cool that you both really found your thing. They're really like opposite, but it sounds like they help you a lot through hard times. You know. Now what the heck is that book even bigger than the last one that we read? It's technically slightly longer, but not by very much. How hard do you think it would go if you stacked up the whole series? You have to get estimated by holding your hand above your head, sizing up the imaginary stat. I should get one of those mangas that's like $50 long so that I could say I read more than you. Not that I have money for that. Because I would hardly count when your books only have a few words per page. I know, I was just joking. I could never actually read books like yours, it's too boring for me. Every shot shoots a glare at night. It's not boring. Chill, I said for me, not for you. I have my own opinion, I just think it's too convoluted. Sorry. Are those from the floor? Gross. Also, wash your hands before touching any of my books. But my hands aren't dirty. Just do it. The oils are there even if you can't see them. Fine. Sorry trots out the door and Natsuki falls. ... Yuri, you look a little upset. What kind of note does she have to call my hobby porn? Well, she did correct herself. Hardly. She was so convincing. Don't mind if she thinks it's not for her. I already understand that it's not for everyone. But she knows well how much these mean to me. Oh shit, I'm sorry, you. You may be right. This won't be the last time people have strong feelings about what they like and don't. Especially in the literature. So I should figure out how to meditate discussions to keep them positive and constructive. For the record, I've always been impressed by the love of creativity in books. And also your ability to get through them so quickly. Thank you. Okay, well, this is something that I have to think about and revisit. I'm sure I can help Natsuki find some common ground with me. Common ground isn't necessary. I just wish to be respected. Then, either way, I'll do my best. I'm skeptical when it comes to Natsuki. I trust you, Monica, but I'm skeptical. Yeah, this is new music. Okay, everyone, we have a special club meeting today. As you know, the Lyrics Club is a place where we get to share things that we're really passionate about. But that also means we should be mindful of how we respond to each other's feelings. I think we have a chance to turn our differences into positive energy for each other. I'm also being a little dramatic about this. It's important to me. Sorry, I just feel like I'm being accused or something. No, I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I'm sorry if it came out that way. Our conversation yesterday made me reflect on the power of language, and I thought it would be a good topic for Lyrics Club, don't you think? I'm sure we're going to have differences in opinions of it, so I need to make sure we're prepared to keep a positive atmosphere in the club. If you say so, sure. Cool thing about language is that it gives off a lot of different ways to express the same idea or emotion. We have a lot of control over how we want the other person to feel when receiving our thought. So as for poetry, narratives, casual conversations, basically. For example, sorry, what's your favorite food? Have them organized by category. So let's start with snacks. What do you mean full meals? Should I include breakfast? Oh jeez. Okay, how about your favorite fruit? That's easy. Cherries. Really? Also, cherries taste so nice. What? Cherries are delicious. Well, that's a pretty strong reaction. Well, I just don't understand how somebody could think cherries are nasty. How does it make you feel? I don't know. Sad? Defensive maybe? Yeah, I got defensive. See, the reason you had a strong reaction was just because I don't want cherries. It's because you felt like your opinion was under attack. But that's weird, right? Something like taste subjective. But when I say something like, I think cherries taste nasty, I'm using objective language. I'm telling sorry that cherries are delicious with my own, which is cherries that are nasty. Wait, hold on. How is that objective when you just said it was only your opinion? That's to do with the way our brains interpret the words. We're talking about the reality of cherries, not your feelings about, like, sorry. Let's rewind for a second. I didn't tell you that I think cherries are nasty. Good. So what if instead I said, like, I tried Taylor's cherries and they're not for me. It's not the kind of flavor I enjoy. Or that's fine. As long as you don't call them nasty. Nasty is a nasty word. Okay, so cherries was kind of a weird example, but I think it gets the point across. This time around, instead of talking about the cherries, I just talked about my feelings and sorry I didn't get offensive. So instead of clashing with each other, so receive an enthusiasm, talk about the differences. Period. You don't need to take notes. I'm not gonna quiz you or something. I know that. I was just sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. You can do whatever you like. That doesn't have to. But does anyone have any thoughts so far? Yeah, I just feel like I should have to put all my language through a filter just to get someone's feelings. But you don't have to. The choice is yours on how you want to come across to other people. I'm only suggesting it as a tool to help you turn the difference into a positive experience rather than an argument. Right, sorry? Whatever you say, cherry hater. Well, come on. Sorry, I actually like cherries. I was just saying that to help demonstrate. The heck? I've been duped. I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you later. How about a cherry sundae? You're welcome to dupe me anytime, my beloved president. Buy your people's loyalty. Not a polio. All like you would turn down a free sundae here. You were certainly a fan of those cookies I brought in the other weeks. I was reading and not keeping track. Oh, that's enough. We're getting off topic. So now that we have to give something, how about we try to give it something more relevant to the book, like manga, right? Let's try to have a productive discussion about our differences in the opinion. Do you want to start? I would rather not. How come? Well, because I don't see how anything productive can come from it. It's just going to start a fight. It'll be fine. That's why I'm here to moderate. Let's just have a calm and rational discussion. Yeah, give me a little more credit. I'm not a child. You don't have to cuddle my feelings. I always think it's more respectful to should speak respectable. Yours expresses change at work. As Monica recalls, being respectful was a crux of matter for you. Where the point of the exercise isn't exactly like it's fine. I have nothing against anyone's personality. You're entitled to enjoy whatever it is you like. I just prefer more depth and nuisance in my reading material. I look for stories that are imaginative, suffocating beyond the surface level. Oh wait, that's just a misunderstanding. I actually wanted to say that manga's for children or something, like I don't hear enough. But there's plenty of deep manga. I'm not clueless about manga. I read my own fair share when I was younger. What? Are you serious? How come you never told me? Because I'm past that point in my life. I really prefer not to revisit. I prefer more mature things now. Excuse me? Okay, hold on. I can jump in here. Let's try to keep things subjective. Because if you imply that manga is immature, then aren't you implying that someone is immature for being into it? maybe it's immature to judge people for having different tastes in Natsuki. Nobody's immature. I've read Natsuki's manga and Yuri's fantasy, and I love them both in their own way. Okay. It's great that you like it, but I still find it boring. Boring isn't subjective. Okay, it bores me, that's subjective. But, I mean, the thing about this is ridiculous. Do you see why I didn't want to participate in this? I knew it was just going to make people upset. I'm not upset. Like I said, I don't care what other people think. But I always got the impression that you secretly look down upon me, so I'm glad my suspicions were confirmed. That's not true at all. You're making an assumption. You can't blame me for getting defensive when nobody ever has the least bit of respect for the things that I'm into. The only thing I look down upon is when people make fun of me for just being myself and trying to mind my own business. What? Have you looked in the mirror? Tell me again about respect after calling all of my interests immature. You can't. Please stop. Please. Don't. You don't mean the things you're saying right. Let's just be friends. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. I didn't mean for this to happen. Well, it did. So please don't invite yourself to try and solve other people's problems next time, okay? Dot dot. Yuri's piercing words sent the club room into a choked silence as she gathers her things. She leaves. Holy crap. I never heard her sound like that before. She must be so pissed. Well, you weren't very nice either, so I was just saying, how did this happen? It's my fault. Yuri wasn't wrong. I should have tried to moderate a conflict when I know how bad I am dealing with conflicts. It was a really stupid thing for me to do. It's nobody's fault and it wasn't stupid. Everyone in the club is a nice person. Nobody would have expected this. But I guess we're sensitive about the things we really love. Honestly, she kind of brought it upon herself. Like I said, I don't care if you're not into manga. But if you actually look down on other people for it, it's kind of the point I was trying to make in the first place. It's not about sugarcoating things. It's about just recognizing and understanding our difference. Okay, but here's the thing about it. Yuri actually looks down on me. It has nothing to do with her word choice or anything like that. So I see what you're trying to do. But I really think the problem here is her, not just like the way we talk to each other, right? I mean, Yuri isn't like that. She's a lot sweeter than you're giving her credit for. I'm not sure she'll be reflecting on this. I actually think everyone should. It'll be fine. I'll figure something out. Well, I'm just like saying this instinctively. I'm just setting myself up to cause more problems. This wasn't your fault, Monica. You don't have to beat yourself up over it. If you ask me, it was good that the truth finally came out. I could just move on. But, it's fine, I promise. Let's just get our mind off this, okay? In fact, it's a good opportunity to read some manga without having to worry about feeling Yuri's superiority complex. Don't be mean. Or talk or read manga or wherever you want. But don't be mean to my friends, okay? Sorry. I'm just bitter. Everything will be okay. I mean, I don't have the answers, but I at least know that we're all good people and don't want to hurt each other. This will be a learning experience. Monka says that, but her uneasiness is given away by how much she has to force the reassuring tone in her voice. There's a bond to happen eventually. Natsuki and Yuri has always engaged with each other with the least out of anyone, and this is the reason. As Shari and Natsuki proceed to distract themselves with manga, Monica sighs to herself, unable to shake her worried thoughts. Would the club really have to just come out? Would the club really have to just come to terms with the fact that some members will be incompatible with each other. Monica desperately doesn't want to admit that, and she knows sorry doesn't either. But for once, a solution doesn't seem to be in sight. Oh no. Let's see. Another thing. Well, music. I'm guessing it was that. Let's teamwork. Wait, hold on. There's something I had to do here. Wait, what was the code? 221. Oh my. Wait, hold on, hold on. I'll be back. I'll be back again. Goodness, my throat. Next one is reflection part 2. A new day arrives. Sarah arrives at the club room earlier than usual. That is not late. As she enters, it appears to be empty still. She sits down at the desk and pulls out a sheet of paper, prim to jot down her thoughts. Sari has made a habit of scribbling her thoughts and feelings onto paper whenever possible, as it tends to serve as her best inspiration for poetry. Dot dot dot. My heart feels vacant because the ship sailed away. Yo, yeah, Natsuki. Natsuki pokes her head out from behind the closet door. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. It would have been a lot more awkward if I didn't say anything. That you want me to listen to your poetry? Yeah. Thanks for relaxing them. So I let you finish that up now. Well, no, it was. I just did it whenever it's convenient. You're not interrupted. Where's Monica, by the way? Oh, she's out in the hall. Excuse me. Oh, well. Well, just in case she wants to. Sometimes you're just too nervous to come into the club by herself, so. Oh, Jesus, really let her things bother her for that long. She can't control the feeling. Some people it's really hard to cope with. Get a bad thought in your head. Maybe you can distract yourself for a little while. But as soon as it's just you and your thoughts again, it comes back. I just want us to have a normal club meeting. It's a lot easier to pretend like it never happened if we all just ignore it and move on. I don't want to be bothered by this. It's so stupid. Her opinion of me doesn't matter either way. Besides, it makes me feel guilty, and I really hate that too. It's okay to have feelings. It doesn't make you weak. Let's figure this out together. Fine. Only because you're good at this stuff. Let's try to come up with a happy scene. Maybe that'll send us understanding where your bad feelings are coming from. I was happy the way things were before we had to have that conversation yesterday. What part of the conversation made you upset? Was you really being mean about your mom? Maybe. I doubt it though. Because my friends and other people make fun of manga all the time, but I just brush it off and sometimes, but something about it really got to me this time. And I hate that I'm letting this happen. Is it because it came from her? No, why would that matter? Well, maybe. I just hate that she thinks she's so much better than me. Just because she likes to pretend to be all soft with me. Yeah, that's what it is. At least other people decide that they don't like me or manga or whatever. But your essence is too good to even give it a chance. I'm sorry. Everyone deserves a chance. Yeah, exactly. Would you give Yuri's books a chance? After this? Obvious not. What about before this? Well, I would until I got bored, which wouldn't take very long. But if you actually keep an open mind, then it's not hard to realize that a story can be deep and meaningful without being needlessly complicated. I see. Well, you know, I like your books. Yeah, but you like manga more, right? It's very Shakespearean. I like them both. I like them in different ways, but I like them both. I mean, the manga is really honest and fun. Easy just to let go. And the fantasy I thought to interrupt and uncover is really rewarding to have some good quiet time together with. My wife is on school. Calling me. But the most important thing is that both the manga and the fantasy are true to themselves. So I love them both. And I think there's room for both of them to be in the same club together. And I just feel like maybe they have more in common than you would think. Oh, the music changed. How do you get along with everyone so well? I always get into fights with other people. Like first it was with Monica when I was new to the club. Then it was with you, and now it's here. I'm always like, oh, that person's being such a jerk, and if they just realized that, then we could at least get along. But nobody else has this problem. I just keep running away from the reality that everyone's just a jerk to me, because nobody likes me. And I don't know why, and I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what's wrong with it. I hate it. Natsuki. Sorry puts a comforting hand on Natsuki's shoulder. You're a wonderful person. You deserve to be loved as much as everyone else. Everyone has a different ways they like to communicate. You know, Sometimes it makes it harder for us to understand with each other. And that sometimes we get lucky and we make friends who are really good at the same kind of communication. And it feels like you magically connect with them. Other times, even if both people are really nice, it's easy for them to misunderstand each other or to get the communication. Something that Yuri struggles a lot with too. It can be really hard. It takes a lot of reflection, self-awareness, and vulnerability. I'm bad at this one. Vulnerability. I always have to be the strongest. What do you mean? Tell me about that part of you. Well, it sounds stupid, but I'm really used to people being mean to me. And my friends, and I guess my dad. That when I don't get good grades or even stupid things, like if my room isn't clean. So what am I going to do? Cry about it? If I let myself get upset, I'm just letting them win. I'm better than that. I'm better than all of them. So the things always have to be everyone else's fault. It feels like if something goes wrong, and then there's even a tiny hint that it might be my fault, then I just get really angry, and I find ways to blame everything else instead. Do you see yourself as a better than you? Dot dot dot. If I said that, then I'll just sound really full of myself. No, our thoughts and our feelings are two different things. Even if we don't like our feelings, we have to understand them if we want to learn more about them. So that's a part of vulnerability, accepting that we have new feelings that we don't like. I I hate that. My feelings made me a bad person. My feelings just want to tell me that I'm so much better. That she's a judgmental know-it-all who's stuck in their edgy phase and that I'm just way above that garbage. But I'm terrible for feeling that way. You're not terrible. You are not your feelings. But you are not your feelings. Say that to yourself out loud. Dot dot dot. Fine. I am not my feelings. That's the way I like to picture it. Is that those feelings are like a roommate. You live in the same house and you gotta see each other every day. If you can't, even if you can't ignore them each other most of the time, you're gonna run into each other every now and then. It's gonna make you feel like poop. So the other option is to get to know each other. You can communicate and learn from each other, and maybe even help each other change for better. Does that help you understand? How do you know so much about this stuff? Dot dot dot. I just have a roommate that can be really hard to get along with, called depression. Depression? You're like the happiest person I know. I'm not my feelings. Dot dot dot. I want to be a good person like you. Oh, you little sweetheart. We're all good people. You and Yuri and Monica. I think Yuri will eventually learn that about you. Natsuki remains silent, feeling a little overwhelmed. Despite Sari's kind reassurance, a complicated mixture of pain and sadness seemed to fill, as though flowing from a wound inside. Was it a result of her vulnerability? No, it was as though she was inflicted a wound after becoming vulnerable. It was as though she began to discover an old wound, one that cannot simply be bandaged and left alone any longer. Yuri, what are you doing all the way over here? I was looking for you. Please don't yell at me. Oh, I'm not going to yell at you. Did y'all hear that noise? I just want to tell you that I'm sorry about what happened yesterday. It's unfair for me to put everyone on the spot like that. This time I won't try to solve everyone's problems. I guess it's a bad habit of mine. I'm not mad at you. I thought you were the one mad at me. it's so awful. It grows up recalling the details of the art. Shit, did I skip something? Oh no, I didn't. I can't even have a normal conversation without saying something wrong and making everyone upset. Oh, that's not what happened at all. Let's talk about this, okay? You're paused for a second, then managed to nod. Monica takes a seat next to her on the staircase. I'm having a lot of negative thought patterns and I can't get away from them. The kind of negative thought patterns. Like everyone hates me. Especially Natsuki. Oh, that's terrible. I don't think Natsuki hates you. How do you know? Well, because Monica thinks back to the time that she herself found herself in an altercation with Natsuki. And how a display of maturity from Monica was enough for Natsuki to reevaluate her own feelings as well. I think Natsuki is just naturally defensive. I think she acts mean when she feels the need to protect herself. You know, she's really not a bad person. In fact, I think she can be really thoughtful and considerate. She's just, well, I guess the way it works, that she wants to receive some degree of kindness first before she feels comfortable returning. Oh, that means the burden is on me. And I don't know how to say things that make people like me. Every time I open my mouth, Yuri shakes her head at herself and throws on her head. It's okay, Yuri. You don't need to beat yourself up. I would think anyone would like you if they had the chance to get to know you. But unfortunately, the opposite is true. That's why I'm not talkative anymore in the first place. So everyone used to think I was weird and talk about me behind my back. And that's what just happened when I draw attention to myself. Natsuki even said she found it more respectable when people speak their mind at me. So I did. And then she hated me anyway. That was enough to confirm my fears. I'm sorry and I like you. We've gotten to know you a lot by now, right? Yuri doesn't seem to have a response. Hey, what do you think of Natsuki? I don't think about her. That's not what I meant really. I was just wondering if you had an opinion of ... I do. What is it? Natsuki seems to bring out the worst in me, and I feel really ashamed. I like to think of myself as a very suffocated person. So for someone to treat me like I'm inferior despite my tastes, that's just the worst kind of insult coming from someone like her. And it makes me think bad of things about her, but everyone else seems to like her. So the only explanation is that it's me who's doing something wrong again. And my feelings about her are wrong. I don't want to get upset over something so childish and inconsequential. No, your feelings are never wrong. Or they are not right. That's the thing. Feelings are never right or wrong, you know? They're just a state of being that we don't always have control of. But that doesn't mean they have to control us. I feel like there's something I learned when I first started the club. We can hate ourselves for feeling a certain way about things. We can just acknowledge that they exist and try to understand them better. I could never be mad at you for just feeling a certain way. It's just about how you handle it. I think working through feelings is a great opportunity for teamwork. Your words are just big expression. Make it sound so easy. You're so mature. It's so good for people. I feel like such a child in comparison. Oh, you're far from perfect. These are learned skills. They don't come naturally to me either. It's really hard to reflect on yourself. Separate your feelings from your thoughts. I just want to be a good person. Well, I think it's takes a good person to get this far. It's not good enough. I want to be able to communicate how I feel. It makes me feel frustrated and upset when she's so negative and dismissive of things that mean so much to me. And how it reminds me of me. Because I know what it's like to feel misunderstood and angry at everyone. I know that telling yourself you're better than everyone else is just a defense mechanism. We're just people. We're fragile and unstable. But I'm just tired of getting in the way. I can't stand it when pieces disturb like someone texts me. Yeah, can't focus on the reading when the pieces disturb, right? Because the lyrics close should be happy forever. Or my bad. I had to text someone. ... Monica looks at Yuri's in aberration. I feel like starting must be rubbing off on me, because I really want to hug you now. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. No, I mean, well, if you wanted to, then I really would have mind, so Monica pulls Yuri into a short embrace. So gentle. I love when you communicate your feelings. I feel lucky to get to see that side of you. I'm sure Nutski will too. I'm going to write her a letter. Oh, a letter? What a great idea. Just because I'm not good at talking, especially under pressure. I always let my feelings get the best of me, and I forget get to say all the important things. And I say the things I don't mean. Well, I think a letter would be wonderful. Such a nice way to communicate. Yuri's face hardens with determination. People don't naturally gravitate towards me like they do for you and sorrow. My personality just isn't suited for that. I wouldn't want it to be. But something I learned is that friendship doesn't always just magically appear out of thin air. For instance, I never would have seen myself making friends with someone like Sorrow. We're opposite in a lot of ways. I'm friends with her because she put so much effort into understanding me so that we can get along. I think it was the same with you. You both gave me a lot of time and patience. I wonder if she feels the same way. Natsuki. Yuri nods. I always thought if I wanted to make more friends, I had to be somebody that I'm not. There's a type of person or a magical form you have to follow in order to make someone like you. That's just like me to think that I was so occupied with myself that I failed to understand other people. Yuri shakes her head. Friendship happens when you think about the other person. When you offer time and effort to understand them, respect them, and trust that they also want to be a good person. That's what I learned through my conversation. Monica is caught by surprise. Yuri has always kept to herself so much that it's so unusual to hear her suddenly talking about the club like that. But Yuri gently smiles to herself. You always let me listen to your thoughts about people. Sorry too. it makes me happy because I love a lot of things. That's so sweet. I had no idea it meant that much to you. Like I never thought much of it, but in the past weeks, Yuri seemed to be especially attentive when it came to problems and concerns of others. I always wanted to listen and learn more about her friends in the club. It's true, Sari and Monica are naturally more comfortable with other people. They can more easily work through a situation of conflict. But that doesn't make them better to people. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses, and capacity to improve. The first step towards improving oneself is reflection and self-awareness. It's something that Yuri never gave herself enough credit for, but that Monica can recognize as an incredible trait. And with that, her confidence in the club is restored. A very shy girl with long, pretty hairs wandering the busting lunchtime hallway, her fist pressed into her collarbone. When she finds the Literature Club president class, she stands at the door glancing all around her before peering inside. Monica is sitting and chatting with a group of unknown friends. And as expected, this was a bad idea after all. Suddenly, Monica glances towards the door, making the girl panic and duck down her side. She can regain composure and decide for sure to leave. The classroom door gently opens. Yuri, what sponsors you during lunch? Yuri squeaks every response. Please help. What is everything okay? Yuri shakes her head. I don't know how to write this. I think it's cool. I thought it was some kind of emergency. Monica briefly glances over her shoulder at her other friends. If you want some help, you can go find that empty classroom or something. Is that okay? I forgot to take you away from your friends. Saw you follow my promise. You weren't really doing anything. One sip. Monica tries back into the classroom, says something like, I gotta go, to her friends and grabs a pen off her desk before returning to Yuri. Okay, let's find somewhere quiet. Yuri nods and follows Monica as the two of them set off. How are you today? Oh, me? Oh, yes. Oh gosh, sorry. I just caught off guard. I'm doing well. Just tired. I never seem to get enough sleep during the week. How come? Oh no, I think I just get easily distracted. I get really sucked into things and start neglecting the tone. Me too, I do that too. Hey, this classroom is empty. What's going on here? After peering inside, Monica opens the classroom door and the two of them enter. Yuri's moment of relaxation ends. She watches as Monica pulls two chairs up to the same desk and obeys as Monica beckons for her to take a seat. She stares down at the empty desk. You nervous? I don't want to do this. We don't have to. We can come up with something else. Yuri shakes her head. It's my chance to do something good. I need to take that name. Gosh, you must be really determined. I know how hard it is to step out of your comfort zone. I'll be sure to encourage you. Yuri pushes through her inside and grabs a handful of lined paper from her notebook. She picks up her pen. You're left-handed, that's neat. Yeah. I don't have to worry about bumping the door. Monica playfully rubs her shoulder against you. Sorry, I'm just being silly, I guess. Anyway, how about we start by listing the different things you want to say to me? Everything else. You're embarrassed all of a sudden. Oh, it's okay. That was some of the things you said to me yesterday. But, never mind, I guess I'll try. Yuri thinks for a moment longer. Her tension is evaded. Actually, the right sound, the word reflection. This is about my reflection on our behavior. Key question is why we act like this towards each other. But I have been able to separately be a friend of sorry mom. That's me. Yes, it is. So, here he thinks. I'm able to be in front of the two of you because you've taken the time to understand my needs and respect my interests. Same goes for Natsuki too. We started off as pretty hostile to each other because I was so worried about eating what I wanted. She just wanted to be respected more than anything else. Once I started making it all about me, she was able to do the same. I want to do that too. So what kind of things do you want to do for me? I want to do the same things for that I do to receive. That I like to receive. I like when people respond positively to the things I talk about, not just brush me off. I like it when my feelings are taken seriously. I like when the USR trusts that I want to be a good person, even when I'm not going to do a job. Let's write those things down. Okay. Here writes some things down. I think the most important thing to remember here is that Natsuki is feeling horrible. So we should make sure the letter puts her words. It's hard when you're feeling hurt, but it never helps to tell someone all the things that they're doing wrong. I think first you have to make sure that they know you're ready to speak and listen, and admit the things that you feel you could do better. And finally you ask them what you would like in return. How does that sound for the structure? It could be 3 paragraphs, one for each of those points. Like that. My thoughts were so disoriented, I had no idea how to come up with any kind of structure. I'm so amazing at these things. Oh, stop. There's so much more than I have. You spent so much time reflecting and open mind. That's the hardest thing for anyone to do. All I'm doing is helping you put it on a piece of paper. So I think you're really amazing. Serious and quick squeeze. When she lets go, she gets caught with her fingers to hold Monica's hand in place. While they sit like that in silence, save for the occasional scratching of ears pinned against the paper. Yesterday, you told me something that I'm thinking about a lot. What was it? The thing about how feelings aren't right or wrong, and that they're just a state of being we need to come to terms with. When you think about how a person behaves isn't always just how they decide to be. It's also made up with their past experience and their insecurities. I think that helps me to see other people as actual people rather than as magnificent side characters who are out to get me somehow. Is that how you felt about Natsuki? Yuri nods. But in reality, everyone is always trying their best, and everyone wants to be happy. Monica peers over at Yuri's paper, but responds Yuri pulls it in close, practically covering it with holes. I have to be able to read it to help you out, It's okay. My thoughts are a lot more organized now after being able to talk to you about it. Now that I'm actually putting out paper articles, I really prefer others not to read it. Yuri laughs softly to herself, a rare expression. I'm kinda glad to hear that, actually. I somehow keep finding ways to butt into this whole thing. I've done enough damage. But I've also been so wonderful talking about this. I mean, I always thought you were really smart, but you're really small. I'll always be terrible at these things. You're just so accomplished too. I'll never get the hang of it. I'll listen to you so much has really helped me make sense of some things. So just don't call it names, please. Monica's Yuri a gentle smile. I can't believe I came to this club looking for fantasy geeks and all this. God was real friends who value. Is that a joke? Of course it is. I still can't tell. Sorry. No, I love him. Please never change. As you wish. Yuri glances at the clock. We're almost out of time. You'll be able to finish it before the end of the day, probably. But I don't want to come to the club Sunday that Natsuki reads. I'm too shocked. I can give it to her instead, if you like. Yuri nods. As long as you promise not to drink. Of course, I promise. Thank you. Yuri exhales and the two stand up. I'll message you when it's ready. Monica nods. Good luck, I'm here if you need. Yuri returns a nod and the two depart. Oh, that's it? Let's see pictures. Another Yuri. I'm guessing that's what the last poem is. It's what she wrote. Probably. Let's see. Oops. Let's end that. I wonder what these other three are. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then this place. Is that it? Yeah. The last side story. Self-love with Natsuki and Yuri. Oops. Hit my phone on accident. It's only been one day since Yuri's letter was delivered to Natsuki with Monika's help. Because Yuri chose not to attend the club meeting that day, she and Natsuki hasn't faced each other since. Gosh. Yeah. Although it's only lunchtime, Yuri finds herself anxiously counting the hours until she will need to face the outcome of her efforts, whether good or bad. And because the passing of the students was making her feel even more anxious, Yuri picked out the most secluded spot she could find to spend her lunch. Because the staircase is under maintenance, no student will have any reason for coming. It's such a relaxing feeling to have a moment of solitude in the middle of the frantic school. Eat. What are you doing? I just. Yuri grips her book with enough force to wrinkle the page beneath the pressure of her thumbs. Well, what are you doing here? Dot dot dot. I just came to get a drink from the vending machine. The other one is out of the drink I like. Yuri notices Natsuki fidgeting with a few coins between her fingers. She nods, avoiding eye contact. Natsuki also looks away after shuffling over to the vending machine. It's so quiet that every one of her movements seems to reverberate through the entire still. After far too long, she finally receives her beverage, which she then fidgets with in the place of the coin. It's some kind of iced tea. Instead of leaving right away, Natsuki just stands in place. She glances around. It's like way too quiet back here. It's creepy. I mean, that's not what I meant. Really. I mean, it's totally cool that it's your thing or whatever. Like, I see how it suits you. So, not because I think you're creepy or something. I didn't mean that either. You know, I'm just gonna stop talking. That seemed like a good idea. It's okay. Everything is okay. Yuri finds herself attempting some words of comfort after hearing Natsuki stammer herself into dejection. Seemingly in response, Natsuki approaches the base of the staircase and hesitantly sits herself down near Yuri. Well, I can leave if you want. Yuri shakes her head. Natsuki twists the cap off of her drink and takes a sip. Despite receiving Yuri's general permission, Natsuki doesn't say anything more. Yuri continues to read, or at least pretends to. The two just sit there for a long time. Tension seemed to fade for a little bit as time passes. Even without any words, it seems to mean at least something, though it's not clear what that may be. Lunch ends more quickly than expected. Natsuki is the first to stand up with an empty drink bottle. Are you coming today? To the club? Yuri nods. I'm sorry for being so off. I'm really bad at talking about this stuff. I just can't for some reason. I don't know why. But I want to eventually. There's no rush. Promise. Thanks. It's the next day. Natsuki appears from around the corner and steps up to the vending machine, glancing at Yuri as she does so. Then she seems to be holding some kind of book as well. Oh, you're here again. Well, I just came here to read this because there aren't any people around. Oh, I thought she didn't like how quiet it was. No, I don't, but there's no people here. I see. Natsuki sits there. The mood feels much different today than it did yesterday. After yesterday's lunch and the club meeting that followed, Natsuki and Yuri are beginning to feel more relaxed around each other again. Although Yuri's letter is still lingering in the back of Natsuki's mind, she convinces her to tell her around. It's okay that I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. I mostly just don't like dealing with the crap I get from my friends about it. Especially since, like, they always just assume I start reading manga after I join the race. Like I'm trying to hide from them exactly. But I just don't want to come up again after I waited so long for this volume to come out. Literally months at this point. You have other friends who are into manga? No, not unless online from this camera. That's alright, but that's different because she's not exactly into it. She just likes it. She just likes it. You know what I mean? Honestly, you're lucky that the books you're into at least just looks like books, so you don't have to feel like everyone's constantly judging by what you're reading. That would be so awful, especially since I already hate attention so much. What's a good thing I have thick skin on this? By the way, I would totally recommend finding some friends online if you haven't already. If you like me and have no one to share hobbies. Oh, I have online friends. Since middle school, actually, I was especially desperate back then. So much embarrassing resume about these things. Sometimes I feel like me from a few years ago would have benefited from a good smack across the face. But whatever. We were all just stupid kids back then anyway. Some of the fanfics I wrote, thank God I used them. It's similar. But I like that. I got a lot of full of like, I don't know. Plus I can look back and say with confidence that I've become a better person since then. So I don't think I would change it. I'm wondering if a few years from now we'll think the same thing about our current selves. Got a problem. That doesn't make you uncomfortable. No, of course not. I don't care what other people think about me, especially someone who doesn't even exist yet. Alright, here. Natsuki raises her hand to her face, forcefully slaps her own cheek. It's me from the future. Come here to terms with me right now. Also, I didn't mean to do it that way. Yuri doesn't seem to react. Natsuki's surprised. Yuri shyly looks all the way before lifting her arm, doing the same thing to herself, loudly smacking her cheek. She turns red and stares into her right leg. It's unable to hide a smile as though it was a really funny joke. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't know you had it in you. Well, I don't know. I don't even know what I did. Maybe I thought it would be fun. Sorry, I keep distracted. So we're looking forward to reading about it. I keep going on about all these moments. Oh, excuse me. I'll let you get to your reading. Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll do that now. The conversation ends quickly and Natsuki opens her book. The two read silently for the remainder of the lunch hour. The whole time you already feel distracted by a twist or regret or have it so towards the end of the conversation. You're back. Yeah, I'm here to lay low again. Another day has passed. During lunchtime, Nazi finds herself having wandered to the stairwell once more. Hey, did you buy that? Nazi quickly noticed about an iced tea on the staircase where she normally. Yuri nods and what, like, for me? Well, you didn't know, but you didn't know I was coming here today. What if I didn't show? Well, I would have drank it myself, I guess. It was a stupid thing to do. No, it wasn't stupid. I just thought, never. What I meant to say is that it's really nice chairs. It's okay if you don't feel that. I do. It was the other things that I didn't mean. Sir, please believe. Every pauses and talking is hard. You're wrong with that too. So I believe. Musky excels heavily. She then sits down next to Yuri and takes the drink. In her ears, she was probably overthinking it so much that Musky's type of response filled her with self-doubt. I'll do something nice for you next time. Please don't feel obligated. I want to do nice things too. Okay. Thank you. You thank me after I figure out how to do something nice. I'll do it then too. Narski sighs. Nothing. This just reminds me how I haven't been getting along with my friends lately. Is that why you've been coming here? Well, no, not exactly. I haven't been avoiding them on purpose or anything. There's just other things I'd rather be doing during lunch lately. I've been around them when we're all just having fun. I also just can't take anything serious. So when I don't know, feeling serious, and their attitudes just really get on my nerves. It's only gotten worse ever since I joined the literature club. I don't know. Well, I used to be really good with just putting up with things because it would be just so stupid to come cause drama over a joke. I just have a hard time doing that lately. But it's my fault being oversensitive. If I have a problem, I'm not going to demand for everyone around me to change. But, yeah, I know. Monica and Sarah really don't agree with that kind of thing. But they're not in my position, so it's easy for them to say that you should just communicate with your feelings or whatever. It's not like my friend who does that kind of thing. I would just be making a comparison for myself. Sorry, no, this has nothing to do with you. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's okay. I like listening. What's up? What? Listening to other people's problems? Yes. That's weird. Sorry. I just like learning about you. You think it's weird? No, it's not weird. I probably just misunderstand, so I don't know. Does that mean I should keep going? Okay. Well, I don't know what to talk about now. There's other things that you like about your friends. A lot of them. I mean, they're really fun to hang out with, like, after school and on the weekends. And they really like my baking. It's fun to complain about school. They make me laugh a lot, and they have a lot of good memories and inside jokes. I'm bad at a lot of those things. So, all those things are all things that are important to you. Kind of, but they're not things that I need to get out of everybody. Everyone in the club is already different. I'm still friends with them. Well, Sarah really likes her baking. And she makes you laugh. And she complains a lot. It doesn't mean she's anything like my other friend. Unlike them, she's a nice person who cares about your feelings. Excuse me? How about you don't talk about my friends that you don't know anything about? Natsuki stands up. No, wait. sorry, I didn't mean. I don't want to say something bad. Please don't leave. Not see sauce and shakes for it. It's fine. As long as you understand that you can't judge people like that. I'm sorry. Not to get sits back then. You can't just compare friends like that. And like measure who's better than who. Everyone's different. I'm sorry. I just I just don't like people who want to hurt you. One way silent stretches between them. They don't want to hurt. It's just like the teachers to tease each other about stupid things. It's fun. I don't like that. Well, that's why I'm friends with them, and they're not. You like it? Just don't worry so much about it. It's not worth it. I'm sorry. I wish I knew how to help with social conflicts, like how Monica can. She's good at these things. Not really. Also, I don't always want to help. Sometimes it's just stuff I have to deal with myself. That's what Monica's salary never seemed to understand. Sometimes all you do is look at them wrong and they're all like, oh, what's wrong? Is everything okay? I just want to mind my own business. Sometimes inside myself I want to talk about things. The only one who understands that is you. So you really shouldn't be hard on yourself. You're not as bad as you think. Oh, you don't need a reassure or anything. I mean that. Plus, it makes sense that someone who doesn't talk a lot would make a good listener. Thank you. You're also nice. Dot dot dot. It's really hard for me. It doesn't come naturally at all. It's so weird because I always thought of myself as someone who could just say whatever's on my mind. But I feel like that only works when I'm annoyed or upset or I want to say something mean. Why am I like that? You don't have to answer. I'm just talking to myself. Yuri nods and remains silent. Natsuki noticed her fidgeting with the pages of her book. How come you like reading so much? Oh, well, a lot of reasons. But I just get sucked into it so easily. So immersive, like I want to be part of it. I think there are a lot of things about people in real life that makes me feel uncomfortable and frustrated. Especially when it comes to following social convictions and group interaction. I just don't really understand it, and have no real desire to participate. But it's different with books. It feels like I always want to be around the character. I feel such a strong emotional connection with them in ways that I never felt with real people. So in that way, it can sometimes feel more real than real life. Really? It's that hard for you to be around people like all the time? Fairly often, especially in group settings. People are making all kind of conversations, saying jokes, and all of that. I don't know what to do, and I just disengage. Oh, that doesn't get lonely? I don't think so. I still enjoy spending time with people, one-on-one. And I have online friends too, of course. You ever wish that you could be friends with the characters in your books? All the time. Sometimes so bad it makes my heart ache. Yeah, sometimes. Me too. Really? A lot. Like, more than anything. After mutters that silence fills the stairwell once more. But it's a mutual silence. One full of understanding. But that's it. Self-love part 2. Oops. Hey. Oh, hello. Almost thought you weren't coming there. Yeah, well, Lunch is already more than halfway over. Natsuki has typically been meeting Yuri and Stare much earlier, since that had been a good way of dodging her friends, but she didn't feel like seeing them. Today she's only a large plastic container in both hands. I ran into my friends who I hung out with them for a while. Is that so? Yeah. I was in a good mood today, so I figured I hadn't seen them in a while, which I had come up with an excuse for what I expected. Plus, I have way more of these than I knew what to do with them, so I figured I would share them with you. As she sits down, Natsuki opens the lid of her container. I made cupcakes. I know it. It's been a while at this point, so I figured it was about time again. You could take one if you want. Yuri takes the cupcake and gently, carefully twirls it between her fingers. Yeah. Goodness, my It's brown with dark green frosting, actually shaped into a floral pattern on top of some kind of glittery pattern. How pretty. I just ate it, so I may not be able to finish it. Ready for the clothes? Yeah, I guess so. I don't really think about it, I just made it. I just thought because the green is Monica's favorite color, right? Well, yeah, but that's not really. Yuri takes a small bite. This is green tea flavor. I love green tea. Oh, do you? It was just a random idea I wanted to try, so. Don't laugh. I just felt happy. Oh, sorry. Usually when. Never mind. What I mean is that I'm glad. Sorry for saying dumb things. I just want to do something else. And this is something I happen to be good at. And I don't know what you like from past experience. It returns her red, recalling the time she treated herself rather generously with Natsuki's cupcake. I know rather her mouth is too full of cupcake for her to stammer excuse, so she just settles for this approving look. Alright. Well, thank you for the follow, bro. Thank you for the follow, Jay. How did you get into bacon? Well, I don't know. It's just gonna happen. It's just, well, I don't know. It kinda just always appeared. Well, a few years ago, I read this one manga with a lot of bacon, so I was just like super into it for a while. I was probably making stuff almost every day. But it's something that I always knew I would like. It's like bacon is like art. When you get good at it, it's more delicious too. I'm struggling to imagine myself putting my heart into something so artistic, knowing that it would just be eaten afterwards. Yeah, maybe you're too practical for it. I think I prefer to be more receiving it. That's my other favorite part about it. It's something I can do to make a lot of people happy, unconditional. Everyone is always so thankful, and that in the moment you get to be like the bringer of joy. I don't know, it just makes me feel value. Yeah, it's that. So you're able to make up with your friends today. There's really anything. There wasn't really anything to make up with them. You weren't fighting or anything. You weren't. Maybe I misunderstood. It only turns into a fight if I lose my cool. And that's just unnecessary drama. It only makes things worse. So we're not going to stop. I mean, it only happens sometimes, anyway. It just happens when I'm the only one who ever has a problem. It's not worth it. Especially since I have somewhere to go now. And I don't feel like hanging out with you. Oh, I see. The cupcake empty foil wrapper. A deeply crinkles as Yuri clenches a fist. I'm glad that the situation is resolved. That you don't have to avoid them anymore. Yeah, me too. I don't have to bother you for doing, and I don't have to bother you during your alone time anymore. I'm sure you have a lot of reading to catch up on. Yeah, I know that cupcakes are honestly nothing compared to all this stuff you've done for me. What's the best I can do? So you can have the rest of it. Once he grabs the box and slides it over to Yuri's feet. Yuri stares at the box. Then she shakes her head and slides them back. Just save them for your other friends. But I made them for you. Natsuki's voice whines as she protests. I know, and I like them very much, exactly as you thought. You succeed. But I know you care about making your other friends happy too. And if this is the way you know how to make that happen, then I'm not going to take it from you. No, they were for making you happy. You make me happy. You're worth more than cupcakes to some people. That's why they want to spend time with you and your friends and be your friends. Without warning, tears pour from Natsuki's eyes. She pulls her knees to her chest and starts sobbing into her own arms. Natsuki, I'm such a bad person. Oh, Yuri stammers, feeling panicked. I didn't mean to say something bad. Natsuki shakes her head and wipes her eyes. You did it. I just tries to choke back her sobs but struggles to speak through them. I just really hate myself sometimes. And it feels so wrong when you say those nice things to me. Like I don't deserve it. I'm sorry. No, I am. I'm so difficult. I can't think of a single thing about myself that somebody would like. And I hated myself for bothering you doing much. I just thought it was my chance to be a good person, like to be nice and do the things she wrote about in the letter. I knew if I tried in the club, sorry Monica would be super annoying and make a huge deal out of it. You know, I think a lot of those things are negative things too about myself. I never felt like a good person. I always scruncherize everything I say. And later I feel like I said all the wrong things. I just spend so much time thinking about myself, hating myself, and feeling like everyone else hates me too. So I understand some of that through my own experience. And that's why I wanted to write a letter and express my feelings. It pained me to see those things in someone else that I saw in myself. Natsuki sniffles. She rushes through her bag and pulls out some tissue, then hands them to Natsuki. Monica told me that it takes a good person to reflect on these things. The desire to improve yourself that makes you a good person, so you don't worry so much. Also, there are things about you that people would like, so... Like what? Like, that you're fun for people to be around. You're not shy and you know how to make people laugh. And you're very passionate about things. You know how to take the lead. And you care about other people. Just a lot of things. Oh. But now you're making me feel really embarrassed. But you're not the one who asked. And don't you think I feel embarrassed? Now she tries to hide a smile, then she sighs at it fades again. Every time I come here, I always think it's the last time. But when I keep coming back for some reason. Sad bad. It's just really confusing. I mean, my friends and I go way back, so ditching them all the time feels like, I don't know, feels like what? Natsuki's voice gets quiet. Maybe I'm scared that they'll get mad at me. I really don't know what to do. She pauses. Yuri stares into the dish, stretching her eyes along the patterns of the floor tiles, while she thinks to herself. What would you do hypothetically if your friends were happy for you instead of mad at you? Happy for what? That your new club is making you happy. Well, that's just not a fair hypothetical. Natsuki says that, but with a little confidence in her voice. I always tell myself that I don't rely on the approval of others to be happy. And I still feel that way, but I'm spending time with the people who put me down whenever I don't have their approval. That's probably what making me feel so confused. Because I'm threatening out the things that should make me happy. So no matter what, it's like I have to be unhappy to be unhappy. It's making my head hurt. That must make it really difficult to feel comfortable with yourself. Be made to feel like you're wrong just for being the person you are. Dot dot dot. It really goes against everything I believe in, doesn't it? It goes against the kind of person I want to be. I'm fed up with a lot of things. Natsuki presses her palms into her forehead and shakes her head. I know what's best for me, but I keep convincing myself out of it. It's so much easier to be comfortable, unhappy, than it is to do something so scary. To do what? To end it. With them? Natsuki nods. I didn't think you were actively considering that as an option. I wasn't until recently. It's just one of those things where, it's been a certain way for so long, you should just get used to it. There's so much that has gone into it. So much that feels like it's just how your life is. And throwing it away is like throwing away such a big part of your life. It makes me feel sick to think about it. Natsuki sighs. It's just really scary. It's terrifying. What are you scared of? I don't know. A lot of things. Like being alone. Not having anyone to talk to or hang out with. Not being able to replace what I am with them. And I don't want them to hate me. I'm scared they'll hurt me for going against them. Physically? Not physically, but Yuri clenches her fist. Natsuki, what? If anyone even thinks to cause you harm, I will unleash hell upon them. Natsuki snorts and laughs. Don't laugh. Sorry, that's all. Oh, well, I know you did. Natsuki gives Yuri an enduring look. I needed it. At the conversation lapses, Natsuki again slides her box of cupcakes over to you. Just take them, okay? I don't want other people to have them anymore. Are you sure? Natsuki nods. I'm sure. I will enjoy them. Natsuki looks away, but a feeling of warmth spreads to her. She holds on to that feeling, knowing it would give her courage. Oh, there's more. Oh, you're here first today. They brought reading material. Natsuki is sitting in her usual spot. This time holding a volume of manga while her lunch sits beside her. Yuri sits down as well and opens her own book. It sucks when a good series has to come to an end. It's such a big part of your life, and then one day, there's just nothing left. Yeah, she's right. Whenever you finish a show and stuff, or anything, it's like you need to watch that show a lot too. Goodness. Finishing a show that you watch so much sucks. You know what I mean? Like One Piece or something. Especially if it's a long show. It just feels weird to finish it. It makes you feel so empty. Unfortunately, I'm about to experience that myself. I'm on the last book of the series. That sucks. There's also something satisfying about letting a story conclude. I don't know if I would want it to go on forever. Maybe. But there are some things that I wish could. On the other hand, have you ever read something that overstayed its welcome? Yeah, definitely. I can think of at least one thing I read that got pretty unbearable halfway through. And the ending really sucked. So it sucks when something good has to end, but it also sucks when they just try to keep infecting more plot until you don't like it anymore. I guess it sucks either way. Well, that's the nature of all things. They come to an end. The two fall silent. They slowly eat while making their way through their respective reading material. Except Natsuki doesn't seem to be touching her food at all. You don't go you don't go out during the weekends, right? Excuse me? Like with friends at the mall downtown or not a total shut-in, you know. Oh, my bad for making such friends. I'm sure I go out less often than other people like you and the others in the club. I don't really meet with friends and really spend time. I'm usually meeting with my board game group. It doesn't matter, it's sport, it's just more nerdy stuff. Why do you ask anyway? I was just curious. I just realized that I couldn't picture it, so I was just curious. Yuri looks at Natsuki and realizes that she's shaking. Don't look at me like that. Sorry. Natsuki pulls her knees into her chest and puts her head down. I can't take this. Did I do something? Yuri gets flustered, her mind racing over what she may have said or done. I did. I ended it. I texted them earlier telling them, and I didn't. And then I just blocked them because I'm so afraid of the response. Now it feels like I'm dying inside. Oh, that's... I'm sorry. Totally unsure what to do, Yuri can barely find any words of support to offer. Meanwhile, the sound of Natsuki's unusual hard breathing fills the air. As she speaks again, barely above a whisper. Help me. I feel sick and I want to hit my head against things. Please help. I can't take this. You may be having a panic attack. That realization, Yuri then Smith's sudden changes. I have the experience with this. So I hope you do it, okay? Natsuki meekly nods through a rapid breath, head still buried in her knees. Yuri slides herself over to Natsuki and sits on the step behind her. As she puts her hands around Natsuki's shoulders. Can you feel my hands? Natsuki nods. Her shaking becomes more apparent through Yuri's sense of touch. Yuri keeps her voice low and gentle. You're safe now. You're safe right now. You're in a good and safe place where nothing can hurt. Natsuki nods once more. Although Yuri's touching Natsuki's shoulder, she could probably feel her racing pulse through the base of her neck. We'll do a breathing exercise together. All you have to do is listen to my breaths and breathe along with me. Let's breathe in. Yuri takes a deep, slow breath. With her hands, she feels Natsuki's shoulders rise as Natsuki takes a breath of her own, trying to mimic Yuri. They exhale together. Natsuki's breath shakes on the way in. That's good, let's keep going. Her breath ends once more, and Natsuki joins. They continue like that for more cycles while Yuri closely monitors. Eventually, Yuri feels Natsuki's rest, more of her weight into Yuri palms. Let's focus on the physical world. All you have to do is focus on the feeling of your breaths going in and out, and the weight of my hands on your shoulder. You're in a safe and comfortable physical space. Minutes pass in silence. By now, the worst of it has passed, but Yuri is determined not to move away until Natsuki prompts her to. Meanwhile, Natsuki has lifted her head off her knees, and her breathing has mostly steadied. And she takes a final deep breath and slowly pushes herself to her feet, causing Yuri to let go. She stretches her arms. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to freak out. I didn't know what my deal is. You don't have to apologize. This must be enormously stressful to you. Is that going to keep happening? It may or may not. We can take measures to help prevent it in the future, but I think it will naturally get better over time. Natsuki motions to sit back down again, so Yuri moves over. Then returns away to pick up her open book from the dusty floor, where she had hastily sat down early. She brushes the dust off the cover. I don't think I could have gotten through that alone. You're not alone. Feeling shy again, Yuri speaks into her own lap. From now on, you don't have to do anything alone. And she says that Yuri tenses so. It's rare for her to so openly share her thoughts. There's something about Natsuki's, of all people, makes it feel so much more natural to do so. Perhaps because, like Yuri, Natsuki is so timid and uncertain of herself. Natsuki does a good job at hiding it. It's taken a long time for Yuri to finally realize. Because of that, Yuri is able to deliver the reassurance that she herself would have wanted. Demonstrate that you deserve the love of others. If you accept that for the first time, perhaps you can begin the tremendous journey of learning to love yourself. You really mean that? You're probably gonna regret saying that if you do. How so? Because you're probably not gonna have a lot of free time during the weekend from now on. She's gonna give me permission to be as annoying as I want and drag you around to a lot of places. I see. She already said if you can't take it back then. Well, I suppose I have no choice to accept that responsibility then. I know a good ice cream place. Oh, that means you finally figured out my favorite ice cream flavor. Oh, what are you talking about? Oh, you don't remember? The first day you came in the club, you guessed everyone's favorite ice cream, but you said you had no idea for it. Seriously? I don't remember that at all. Oh wait, yes I do. I said it was probably green tea. Maybe shakes her head. It's a good guess, but my favorite is usually to get chocolate and raspberry together. Chocolate and raspberry? How fancy. How was that fancy? Oh, I don't know. I feel like I should have guessed something like that. Well, maybe next time I'll try chocolate and strawberry. Hey, strawberry is my favorite. What a coincidence. I think it helps to have something to look forward to. I still have the sick feeling in my stomach, but it's easier now to convince myself that I did the right thing. Is there anything better I could be doing? Not that I know of. There's nothing that would make this easier for me. You already did more than I thought you could do. Come to think of it, we never talked about the letter you wrote. But I feel like we're way past that at this point. I don't even know what to talk about. Instead, I think it helped me understand my niece a little bit better. The way I like to be treated. And the kinds of friends that I want to have. That's why I wanted to start coming here in the first place. Even though I was scared of causing more problems. I thought it was a coincidence that you ran into me here initially. Oh, we're not excited. What do you mean? Nothing. I may have tracked you down first with the help of Saru. That's what you said. I was shy, okay? I wasn't ready to whatever you know what I'm saying. Well, I guess I'm glad that you worked up the courage. Even if it's your own way. I could tell that you've been making a lot of difficult decisions. It's brave and will make things better in the long run. I think anyone would be proud of you for it. Anyone? You mean like you? Yes, like me. You know, I could get used to this. As long as you don't tease me too much. Just a little bit. That's fine. I know how uncertain everything feels to you right now. But I really need to get that good things are in store. Those are my honest feelings. Thanks. It was nice to be reassured. The two girls continued their conversation through the remainder of lunch. but a new feeling hangs in you, a feeling of greater certainty in the path forward. Just a few hours shall be another Literature Club meeting where the four club members will happily spend time together. Each of them, all with their own special qualities, have something unique that they can deliver to one another. Through friendship and literature, club members will continue to grow and find new happiness together. The end of each chapter is the start of the next. Yuri thinks to herself, so she's about to finish her long-running series. It'd be the best to have a new book lined up. Perhaps this weekend will be a good time to visit the bookstore together. W ending. Let's see the picture. There's that. But what are these two? What are these two right here? See, is that it? Oh, finish all of the side stories. Artwork drawn by Sketch Lead to celebrate Monica's birthday in 2019. Wow. I got, oh wait. Side equals. Oh, there's one more side story. It's called Equal. Yeah, they're all equal now. These side stories are gas, not gonna lie. Shoot my phone. Side stories are good. It's time for the final. Equals. Okay, everyone. We're gonna be taking a break from the usual activities today. I was thinking since people are starting to talk about the festival, it's a good time for us to go over the general direction of the club and all that. I think it will help us figure out what to do for the festival, you know. Both Sarah and I already came up with a really good plan. Really for the festival. Yeah, so the plan is this, okay? You and Yuri collect information ahead of time on which clubs and classes are doing food. And we take map and play those extras so we get the most, before the lines get too long. And it has nothing to do with the club. So you have to let them part of the fun clear. So basically we get all the food we can, and then we come back here and we all eat together. That's all. Well, I got tricked twice by the same meal. Ooh, don't be a hater. It's not like you can come up with anything better. But even Yuri was thinking about it. And no, I wasn't. I really prefer to do something literature related. You can eat together anytime. Unless it was a unique opportunity. Besides, it's been quiet a while since we've seen any interest in the club. Yeah, I was thinking the same. Without a shot at showing people what the literature club is all about. What we can do both, right? We'll make time for food missions and still put together a public event. Oh my gosh, yes. I was just joking about it. But that's a really good idea. Well, I'm glad that's settled. I think the question is how to come up with an event that demonstrates everything we can without understanding. That's kind of tough because everybody has something different out of the club. Okay, how about this? Let's go around and have each of us talk about what we've gotten out of this club so far. That could really help us figure out what kind of reputation we want to build. Yeah, it's too embarrassing. I wish you had so much to talk. That's exactly wrong. I'm not sure not to keep us the same way. Well, maybe, but I might not argue against it. At least in the Liz Club, we can talk about this stuff together, right? And the only way to get comfortable with this is suck it up and do it. Oh, you're not wrong. I'm sorry for being resistant. It's not good to say you suck it up because it sounds like you're being so mad. Right, my bad. It's just a habit I need to break. Well, anyway, who's gonna start? I'll start. But first, I was the first to join after all. Wouldn't that be? No, I wanna go first. share with without feelings like burden with burdening everyone with my problems. I thought it would be a really good way for other people to get to know other people. So yeah, I was really surprised when I walked in and it was just mom. And she was sleeping. I don't remind her. Yeah, but it seemed like so much fun to help start a new thing, especially since finding out was I wanted to see it help other people too. But it ended up being pretty evil and smart. I remember feeling like mom because she's so sweet and mature, and I could trust her with anything. Made me feel like someone who knew the bad things about me. And at that point, I knew the British clubs were going to be a special. It was going to be a special for a lot of people. Yeah, I felt the same way. It really helped give the club more pieces of vision. Yeah, and then Yuri told, but she was so different from us and lots of kids. But I think it really helped me take the lead. She was able to help me work through. And she was kind of opposite. If she wasn't ready to get close to someone who would never thought about the sort of thing. I just feel like I've gotten better at understanding people's different needs. It makes me really happy to feel like friends are just the most important thing to me. Whatever new members we get, I want to help them get into those ways too. I don't know if I would have gotten it coming to the club if it weren't for you. Really? I know it wasn't too long ago, but it hurts to think about my behavior back then. It was really short-sighted. The only reason I came was to find other people who were into fantasy. I suppose that was my idea of making friends with people. I remember feeling uncomfortable because we all have such different energy. I had such a specific idea of the kind of people I could be friends with. So I started trying to get so hard to get to know me. I feel like I was wasting her time. I think I was naive to assume that similar interests were the key concept of friendship. Dang. Sorry and I were unable to be friends because she always thinks about the needs of other people. Something I never knew how to do, even thought to do. But I stayed in the club thanks to that. I started trying as hard as I could to understand people better. We went above and down when it came to that. I was super impressed. I always hated that I didn't know how to behave like a person. It was easy like about the two of you can. Because of that, I spent so much time thinking about my own behavior, all the things I said. But over time, I should have been thinking about other people instead of not myself. As I started doing that, I was able to make friends with everyone else. Also, I discovered that sometimes I'm better at communicating when I get time to write rather than speak. So strange the way things turn out. It's so far different from anything I ever would have expected. But I'm happy. I suppose we don't always know what we really need. Oh my god, so cute. Look, I'm so cute that I'm willing to throw up. Okay, please don't do that, so. Besides, I'm not cute. Hey, isn't that mama? Well, for me, it's actually true, so. But what did you say? Nothing. I just finished my words so someone else need the truth. My heart. Sorry, take some deep words. Okay, fine, I'll go. Oh, wait. Yuri, I can't believe you were complaining about doing this. You guys still went before me. What a show. I was just following up on sorry. It was the easiest way to get over it. Besides, you left out the most important thing that you get out of the school. I did. go to spy your favorite cupcake. Oh no, I forgot that too. I'm a traitor to the cupcake queen. Neither of you are forgiven. Looks like only Monica will be getting cupcakes next time. No, I can't have any cupcakes. Yeah, true, only you can. Hey, well, anyway, I'm just playing off it. I'm just playing it off. Kinda hard to talk about this stuff. I guess when it comes down to this, I'm in a much better place mentally than I was when I first showed up. That's because everyone helped me realize that I had some really toxic friendships going on outside the book. It's honestly a really painful thing to go having to cut them out. Still hurts to think of. I'm sorry, Nuts. It's fine. I knew it was for the best and I was right. It was for me, it's all about feelings. And I only ever read particularly for having feelings, so I thought right thing was to do was just to ignore them. It took me a really long time to realize that it's not really how things are supposed to work. I guess that's thanks to everyone who took me the time to respect my feelings, even when I was being like the biggest jerk. I'm really sorry for being a jerk to everyone. I was really the worst. Not to get some voice chokes a little. We love you, Marty. I just hate that I was like, everyone did so much for me. I could never do anything in return. That's not true. That's doing a lot more than you think. This cup really would have been the same without you. I mean, remember how judgmental I was when you first showed up? It was like, I couldn't accept anything other than my own idea of what Village Club was supposed to be. None of that was more important to me than the opportunity to bring you some happiness. It really taught me that anything can make someone. It really taught me that anything that makes someone happy is worth your respect. You even inspired me to start playing piano. That's something that means a whole lot to me. There's no need to put yourself down. Okay. Let's keep wipes are up. You helped me a lot too. So much fun to have you around. They helped me become a better person. Having a problem doesn't make you needy and inconvenient. It means that there's something that needs to be better for you. You always deserve it. I agree. Seeing us have the same struggles made me a better person as well. I wouldn't want to change anything about my time. I don't think any of us would. I'm sorry I got all dramatic with you. That's all I wanted to say, so Mom, over there. There's no need to apologize. It was just something I wanted to tell everyone. Anyway, it made a difference for me. I was always such a strict perfectionist who never took enough time to believe in the best of other people. But I gotta go use the bathroom again. Hold on. You back? Or I'm back. But everyone kept proving me wrong. I made the mistake multiple times thinking that my way was the best for everyone. Or thinking that I was needed to solve other people's problems. But I think being a leader means that you have to acknowledge that you're not perfect. And that the best thing you can do is to help guide people rather than do everything for you. We're all good people, we're all equals. Say that again, equals. Title decides. I think that's the most important thing I got out of this club, realizing what that really means. Sorry, what are you doing? I just thought we should be writing some of these things down. Things about the club that are valuable to us. The piece of chalk in your hand started writing down the word trust on the chalk. Just because you show me that I could trust you with everything about me, not just my good shot. Suddenly irritates a piece of chalk as well. She writes, understand. I owe a lot of gratitude to everyone who took the time to understand. Even though it was difficult for me to express myself. In that case, one nigga takes a piece of chalk as well and writes the word respect. I always thought I was a respectful person. When I took the club from me, I realized there was more to it than I thought. I'm a better person because I have another one. So I write the word balance. Sometimes people want to wait, are all these I'm just not realizing all of these things you're writing down. All the words you're writing down are the other titles for the side stories. Sometimes people want different things out of a friendship, but they need time before they're ready to become close. So it's important to keep things balanced between you and the other person. That reminds me, you rewrite reflection. These are the titles of the side stories. I've always been a reflective person, but most of it has been nothing more than hating myself for all the things I thought I did wrong. Once I started reflecting on other people, and not just myself, a lot of things changed for me. So I think that's the most important one. That's great, we have a whole list of things. Suddenly everyone turns to look at us. Or everyone took all the chalk. Don't look at me like that, jeez. Look at your hands. Monica hands her a piece of chalk tonight. Now she sighs and writes the word so full. It's also the time. I don't know how far I got with it yet, but it feels like things are at least on the right track. So that's my contribution. The other everyone stares at the words on the book. Wasn't this class supposed to be about literature? It is. We still do a lot of literature. Friendship and literature. Yeah, you're right. Friendship and literature. Now ski near it gently nod as well. Hey, let's all take a picture today. We don't have one, right? We don't have one yet, right? Hey, you're right. Make sure you send it to me after. Wait, can I brush my hair first or something? What if, you already have the best hair out of all of us. Everyone get together. I can't fit you all. Okay, everyone ready. And click. I'm really glad we talked about this stuff. It's easy to forget how far we come with only 4 members. Yeah. I have so many happy thoughts right now. I'm getting some really good inspiration for a poem. I feel the same way. I kind of want to get some writing done. Me too. I think I would like that as well. Everyone looking at me again. Everyone's looking at me again. I'll do it too, but I might not feel like sharing. That's okay. 4 members of the Letters Club disappears and return to their desks, each equipping himself with a pen. Let's get near to give each other a quick glance. Start writing immediately. Surrey stretches and then notices him. But Monica's left tapping the pen against the paper, unsure of where to start. Dot, dot, dot. Just move your hand. Monica mouths to herself. Right the way into her heart. Mindful of thoughts, memories, and inspiration, Monica navigates past her mental barriers and begins to write. It doesn't matter what, just that it's something new. Doki Doki Literature Club voice. I'm not gonna lie, side stories were good. They were interesting, good, everything. All of above. Voice right. Made with Love by Team Salvador. Oh, that's the picture they made. Oh, I got the achievement. Friendship and literature. And why don't achievements show up on the live stream? Don't make sense. Pictures. I got all the wallpapers, poems. I'm missing one. I'm guessing this one was part of the good ending. I'm guessing. I got all of these. Everyone say cheese. Okay, now everyone make a funny face. Secrets, I'm missing one. Backgrounds, I got them. I don't know what this one is. Not gonna lie, side stories were good. They were actually good. I guess I gotta end stream now. I'm not sure I'm gonna live stream next at all. I'm not sure. But I see y'all later.